Welcome back to Sports Prophecy TV. I'm your host Jay Taylor, and we're gonna kick off another live stream today. Hopefully, we got everything up and running. Um, Jamaica is in group Honduras, group Haiti. Welcome back to Sports Prophecy TV, and that's an interesting group. Looking at these two teams and how they have performed in the Gold Cup, I don't think Jamaica should struggle in the Nations League. And today we're talking about Nations League football, people. Nations League football. That's what we're going to be talking about today, everyone. I don't think Jamaica should struggle in that group. Haiti was a disappointment. A lot of us would say that. A lot of us would agree that Haiti was a disappointment. We all expected the Haitian team to put out a better performance in the Gold Cup. They did. I think, however, though, Haiti, to be honest, had a very tough group. We have to be completely honest with ourselves. Haiti was in a very tough group. Mexico seems like they're getting their bearings again. Mexico seems like they want to make a deep run in this tournament. I think their fans are pretty upset right now. I think all Haitian fans in football right now would say that all Mexican fans would say that Mexico owes them a big tournament. Mexico didn't make it out of the first round in the World Cup. The United States did. Now, Honduras can't get it together. So I think Jamaica should have no problems in this Nations League heading into that second round. I can see Jamaica going through that group. So Jamaica will have 2 games at home and 2 games away. Honduras away, Haiti away. Honduras home, Haiti home. So for all the fans who has been screaming out for football to be played in Jamaica, there you have it. There will be football played in Jamaica in September. September 9th, I think. September 9th is the first window, and then the second window is in October. So basically, Jamaica getting out of that group, they would want to basically get into the quarterfinals and get into the semifinals and get into Copa America. Big up yourself, D. Lorenzo. Because Copa America, for me, is where we're going to figure out if Jamaica is the real deal. We're still in the Gold Cup. 1 day away. Tomorrow, then it's Sunday, guys. I would say 2 days away from Jamaica actually going out there and showing have we improved. No, what I don't like in certain tournaments, though, I don't like long breaks, to be honest with you. I don't like long breaks. When teams sometimes get a long break, we have to come back and hit the ground running. And I think Jamaica kind of caught a good form in the first few games. So I kind of wanted us to continue down that path. However, it seems like it's going to be a week break. The players are all on this week-long break. Let's hope we can come back and get it together. Let's hope Jamaica can come back and hit the ground running against Guatemala. But the Nations League, I want this tournament to be as important as the Gold Cup. For a lot of fans, we kind of say, it's Nations League, and we don't pay too much attention to it. But this time around, we want the Nations League to be very important. People, internet is loading again. I think I'm freezing up a little bit here. Wow. All right, we should be back. Yes, we should be back up and running. Let me see what Odin White say. I think the long break is stupid. MLS to get views. Yeah. I don't like long breaks, to be honest, bro. I don't like long breaks in tournaments. I really don't like long breaks in tournaments. I like when we just get it going and we basically, what is this thing? All right. That okay, we need that. Discord stream. What is this? Okay, I have my Discord stream there. Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure I don't have anything that's overloading my CPU, people. And the stream is not free. It's lagging. Okay. It's lagging. Oh my God. Don't tell me we have to do this all over again like yesterday, people. Don't tell me that we gonna have to. You good, you know? All right. We good. Yeah, I think the OBS thing, it's gonna start working fine soon. These past days it's been lagging a bit because I haven't used it, but we're back. It's good, says Odin. Yeah, I don't like that long break, people. I don't like that long break, especially in the tournaments. I really don't like that long break. I like when teams have the momentum and they can kick on and perform, because that long break, I'm using a Mac, Lawrence. I'm using a Mac and I have a Fusion drive in my Mac. I run Pro Tools on it. I don't know. I think maybe it has to do with the overlays in OBS. If you're running a lot of overlays, sometimes it can drag on the CPU, but it shouldn't. But maybe I need to just clean the Mac. Maybe I just have too much stuff on my desktop and stuff. Because my desktop is quite loaded, you know. My desktop is quite loaded. Yeah, a question. You at the first doing well for Jamaica. Well done, JT. A question you first, but are you doing well for Jamaica? Umzo, how you feel now, Umzo? Talk to me. You believe yet? You start believing in squad yet, Umzo? Talk to me. We're gonna rev up the show, you know. It seems like my streams are always starting off slow, but we're gonna rev it up. You start believe yet, Umzo? One thing though, people may have good news for no people. People may have very good news for no. May have very good news. Spoke to someone last night. We have eight English-based players will be joining the Jamaican program. Four from the under 20s and 4 to the senior men's team. So we have a total of 8 English-based players set to join Jamaica. I think that's a big deal. I think that's a very, very big deal, people. 8 English-based player. I think you are doing well. Just stay real. Don't change up. No, man, we're not going to change up the thing, man. And, you know, we're not going to change it up. We're going to keep it going. Yeah, we're going to keep it going. Yeah, 8 English-based players, people. Spoke to someone last night, and we're even looking at that young striker from Everton. And people, Isaac Hayden has decided he wants to play for Jamaica. Isaac Hayden has decided that he wants to play for Jamaica. Whether or not he gets the call up for the Nations League, that's going to be another story. I already let you guys know how I feel about Isaac Hayden coming into this Jamaican team. I'm not 100% sold on him, but it seems like he's finally made the decision that he wants to come and play for Jamaica. I'm not the one picking the team. And we have another young defensive midfielder coming in as well for Jamaica. That defensive midfield area won't be a problem for Jamaica, people. The defensive midfield, so we have 8 players coming out of the UK to join the Jamaica national team. The floodgates open. But other in white, Isaac Hayden decides he wants to play for Jamaica, bro. I got the news last night, and my source is on point. Because this is my source who says, listen, Demari Gray, he's coming. And my source told me last night, said, JT, calm down. Omari Hutchinson is on board. Omari Hutchinson is on board. He gave me a talk last night. He says, yo, JT, calm down, mate. Omari is coming. He just needs to work out some things and he'll be there. All right. So I guess Omari Hutchinson would make 9. So we have 9 English based players who are looking about their passport right now as we speak. Hey, we have striker, buddy. Skis College, we have strikers. Strikers coming. We have a young striker. Well, the young striker out of Arsenal, he's coming for sure. His mom is working on the documentation because I think it's his great grandparents is Jamaican. So they're working on the documents. That's what has slowed his process down. But his mom is working furiously to get that paperwork started out for that young man so he can be in Jamaican colors. So he will be here. He will be here, people. So it's a good look. It's a lot of football coming up for Jamaica in the summer. The Nations League, I don't see any challenge for us till the second round, to be honest. I don't see any challenges for us until the second round. I think Jamaica should blow past Honduras. Honduras haven't seemed to get it together. And Haiti still have work to do. Lorenzo says, if Hutchinson come in, Hayden can stay. Man, no respect the thing. Well, that's what I thought, and that's what I still think. I think that interview that Isaac Hayden did, it didn't do him any justice. However, he has decided that he is coming to play, that he wants to play. He basically, he says, listen, he's coming. So let's see. He's coming off injury again. Let's remember to, people, Isaac Hayden is a player who hasn't stayed fit either. And that's what I question about Isaac Hayden. How did Isaac Hayden wants to continue trying to play for England and he can't stay fit? I think Isaac Hayden was just not realistic. He wasn't realistic, bro. Give it up, bro. And another breaking news today in the world of football. Big up Joyce Fisher. JT Gray opened up the door. Another break. Atlanta. What's it called? What's that club? Is it Atlanta or Atlantia or something? The club in Spain, Mason Greenwood. He said that Mason Greenwood in Italy. Mason Greenwood will be heading off to Italy. Someone tweeted it today on Twitter, and this is a person that seems to get the information correct. So it's a sure thing. Mason Greenwood is off to Italy. But him say Isaac way rejuvenate his career. Yeah, Atlanta, Italy. Is it Atlanta? Yeah, Atlanta. I didn't want to mix them up, but Atlanta, yeah, he's going. Is that in? Yeah, I think that's in Italy. That's where Mason Greenwood is going. Isaac Hayden needs Jamaica more than we need Isaac Hayden right now, to be honest, because I think he waited out a lot of his good years. A lot of it, Isaac Hayden should have been in the Jamaica setup already. A lot of people, Isaac Hayden should have been in the Jamaica. No man, Atalanta, yeah, not Atlanta. You see me? I say, you see why I slow down? Because I know I make a mistake. It's Atalanta, right? Atalanta, yeah man, that's the club. No, not Atlanta. Jesus. Atalanta. Yeah man, so he's off. He's off. Mason Greenwood is going to Atalanta in Italy. So he's gonna be playing some football. Christian, yeah man, Atalanta. Christian, big up yourself. Is that Christian out of Denmark? Big up yourself, boss. Can't see you. The man hide up. For Stora dance now, the snag our rectimal got dance. Mildin Caster Christian. Do Leo dance. So Christian is in Denmark, I think. So and Leo dance now. I think he's learning Danish now. Yeah, he's going there on loan. I think they're gonna be bringing in a player. He's going there on a loan, but Manchester United also Manchester United wants one of their players. Manchester United wants one of their players. So it should be a deal that they're gonna work out. Yes, snag a lit dance. But for Stora mal dance, but he so got Patella dance. Yeah. Also Protelit Svensk. Yeah, Protelit Svenska. Yeah, man. So Mason Greenwood needs to go out there and play some football. But as we said, people feel free to join the Discord. The link for the Discord is in the comment section, and have your voice get heard on stream. So let me know, people. Let me know. Let me see what they're saying in the comment section here. But let me know what you think, guys. The Nations League, because for me, bro, the ultimate competition for me is the Copa America. RR football show up, me G. Up. RR in the building, people. RR in the building. You get me? Yeah, man. Copa America is the big tournament for me, people. Yeah, man. Copa America is the tournament for me. Remember, the last time we played in Copa America was under Winfred Schaefer. And that's when Jamaica kind of looked like we were shaping up to be a pretty good team. We were getting it together. These days, it doesn't seem like we're getting it together, guys. I don't know when it comes on to Copa America. But I think this is the time. The time is now. We need to get to Copa America, people. We need to get that's the tournament I would enjoy watching Jamaica make a claim. I think that's the tournament where we're gonna have to stake our claim in the football world. Copa America, because then we're rolling with the big boys. Then we would be rolling with the big boys, the big guns. We'll be rolling with the big guns out of South America, and then we can say, yeah, Jamaica, we reach. Because if we get to that Copa America and we put in good performances, I think people, because a lot of people, we look good on paper, but a lot of people is still trying to see, is this Jamaica team for real? A lot of people wants to basically know, are we for real? And I want to know if we're for real as well, people. I want to know if we're for real. I want to know if Jamaica is the real deal. I need some answers. And I think this game against Guatemala is going to let us know if we get over the hump. And I think after that, we can start making our predictions going forward. We can start saying, yes, Jamaica is going to compete. JT, let me see what this person is saying here. JT, you think Ravel gonna play? Ravel needs to play some football. Ravel Morrison needs to play some football, bro. Ski College, Ravel Morrison needs to play some football. Ravel Morrison's spot is there, but he needs to move fast as well. Ravel needs to move fast. Big up yourself, Hazard in the building. Big up Marvelous McMain. You know what I mean? Let me see what you're saying here in the comments. Hayden to redeem himself. No one beat him. They say no lashes for him. Alright, we give him a round of applause. Him might get him head together. Isaac Hayden. But people, Jamaica, we're shaping up. We're shaping up pretty nice. As I said, after this Gold Cup, we can start saying, okay, Jamaica should beat this team. We should beat this team. People, can we play Costa Rica? A lot of people are saying that Mexico is going to walk over Costa Rica. You see Costa Rica, people? You see Costa Rica people, I never count out those old guys. That old team out of Costa Rica. Marvelous made said, real talk, last time we went, we lost 1-0 to all the teams. It would be a good to get out the knockout round. Big up, Marvelous. Bro, Costa Rica, I think, can upset Mexico. I think Costa Rica can drag that game. I think Costa Rica can have that game 1-1 or 0-0 and take that thing to penalty. Don't count out that Costa Rica team. If you saw how Costa Rica, if you remember how Costa Rica got their results in the World Cup qualifiers, they started off really slow. We went to Costa Rica and we drew with Costa Rica. In Costa Rica, I think, 1-1. You see me? As you said, Joyce Fisher is a really lucky team, my brother. It's a team that seems like we max it. It's not old anymore. Well, yeah, I just feel like Costa Rica always old. Join the Discord, JD. The Discord link is in the comment section, people. Costa Rica, though, JD, you said something and I had to go look it up. I was watching your show and the CSC Costa Rica team that beat Jamaica 6, you were saying they were pretty good. And then when I started to look, they have a lot of prospects on that team. But the problem that they're saying they're having in Costa Rica is it seems like the national team is not they're not breeding in the young players or integrate the young players into the senior team enough. Okay, we have somebody here. Official Richie.
I'm here, man.
Okay, bro. Me think, yeah, man. You have to get closer to the mic, brother. You have to
hear me now?
Get a bit closer to the mic.
All right.
Or something. Just a little bit lower. You always sound like you're there. You're there one far place. Lee Young, Costa Rica is no longer old. They're just not good anymore. I'm eating food after. Yes, man. All right. Well, last night as well, people, the phone calls were coming in. Somebody called me after the show and said, JT, we want you to love Fuzzy now. Them say, I need to love Fuzzy, people. They said, I need to love Fuzzy. Lando, you just joined the show?
At the same time, it defended the Pakistani troops.
Lando, you have your thing. Lando, your thing is not muted, bro. I don't know who this. I just muted Lando. Yo, Lando, I just muted you, bro, because you have some audio coming through like you're watching cricket. Me and matter about Pakistan and them thing there in the background, brother. So when you're ready to talk football, Lando, just unmute your mic and let me know. So yes, people, get some phone call last night. The people them say, JT, you need to love Fuzzy now. Them say me need to love Fuzzy. Them I say Hakeem Simpson that I need to love Fuzzy. That I'm going a bit too hard on Fuzzy. So it seems like I have to give Fuzzy a break. People are trying to check me, people. Them I say, yo, JT, love Fuzzy.
Hey, you know remember say the same way they made tell people fill out apart till him much up the team.
But the thing,
Them people are crazy.
Tapa is a little bit different from Fuzzy still. Bless up Shavan. Tapa is a little bit different from Fuzzy still. We have to agree, right? Let's agree.
Yeah, man, I agree with that. But where some like say them is like them no want certain people get criticized. If you're a coach for a national team at any level, you shouldn't be immune to criticism, because at the end of the day, you take a public job, or we want to know say we can criticize them when you not make the right decision. So I don't see what the problem is, but I guess you deal with your thing or you want to deal with it.
Well, they're saying that Fuzzy is one of the few coaches on the island with an international coaching license. So he got the job almost by default, that there wasn't a lot of options, so they had to go with Fuzzy. So I'm just going to take them at their word. Hakeem said, why was Fuzzy appointed? So Hakeem, as I said, they say that Fuzzy was basically chosen by default as where there wasn't a lot of other options as far as coaching license was concerned. So they had to give him the job. But going forward, I thought, remember, John Wall was supposed to go with the U20 team. And once you saw John Wall call that camp, that U20 camp, and he didn't call back another U20 camp, I figured that John Wall realized that, listen, I have to take this Gold Cup thing serious and just lower the U20 for a little bit. I think John Wall made that decision.
Yeah, because we waste of time. Wherever go this, I go do. Nothing that they feel trouble there.
Yeah, and I don't think John Wall could have got those guys up to speed that quick. People, yeah, Lando, you can join back the stream. I don't know what happened when you came on. Your thing was unmuted, but Ames, join the show, Ames. Discord, Siobhan, I know you're at work, but it's Discord, so you're able to speak while you're at work. Yeah, man, the coach. So, and so me go love Fuzzy. As me say, people, I'm very excited for this Nations League because we have planted the seeds now. Odin, we have laid the foundations. Demarai Gray has come in and basically fixed. I would say Demarai Gray brings 25% of what we need. Would you say? Is that a low score? Is 25% a low score, people?
More than I said, about 40%. But he come in, influence a lot of people. Like a lot of people excited to come now because they like say when them come and play together as a unit, they are more likely to win and go far, regardless of the tournament they participate in. One more is
your internet a move shaky, Odin.
Yeah, hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you now, yeah.
Yeah, may I say Morgan Gibbs White, if we get him in, our midfield should be set.
Yes.
With that.
Yeah, and Marvelous, I agree, you know. He's class, but I'm saying it takes more than one player to build a team. As I said, Orion Webley says 20% give or take. Yeah, I think he brings about 20-25% of what we need. 75%. I spoke to the person last night. Spoke to my source last night. He says, so I said, what happened to Ian Frey? People, when me ask what happened to Ian Frey, the man call out a name. People, me just want him give me the go ahead so me can start make the video them. Brain drain, big up yourself. You see me I say? So we can start make the video them. Me just want him give me a name. And listen, people, I'm not going to discuss, the people that was writing in my WhatsApp, I'm not going to discuss this thing about banning Jamaican football program, all right? This program is for the people who don't want Jamaican football to get banned. If you don't want to get Jamaica football to get banned, this is your channel. You see me I say? If you want Jamaican football to get banned, you know how to go. We not depend that. We not going to turn around the bus right now and ban Jamaican football. So people, don't, with the message, big up yourself, my boss. But me now going to discuss that. Last night we go back and forth. We know the people them we want to get Jamaica football banned. And we not depend that. We're not on that. So we're not going to discuss that. But yes, the name with the person call. You wanted to say something, Odin?
Oh, me. What I was going to say is the list of players coming in, if all we need is for them to play.
Bro, your internet shaky, bro. Yeah, your internet shaky, Odin. Jump off and jump on back on the thing. Because that they're going to mash up your show, brother. Jump off and jump on. Hazard say, we not depend that. Of course, we not depend that. Best documentary, we not depend that. None of that over here. None of that over here. Jamaica football has finally gotten to a place now where we're turning the corner. It's so funny how 2 or 3 players can turn the corner. How come the basement has windows with bright lights coming through? Jesus Christ, brain drain. Yeah, man, the basement light up, people. The basement light up, man. Basement light up. No, man, that's the balcony, brain drain. That's the balcony. So, it's the basement actually has a balcony on it. So, as we Tanto Black says, I said the Tanto Black still call it. Tanto Blacks this say the balcony or something. Tanto Blacks did give it a good name. Yeah, man, the basement of a balcony. Yeah, Tanto Blacks they call it a balcony. The basement of a balcony. No ban thing can ban the way out for the youths them. Yeah, bro. Since we say, all right, let me just we now go get divisive talking about it. Let's just talk about it a little bit. I believe that the people who are discussing the ban for Jamaican football, they are not educated on the matter. They are not educated on the matter. Banning Jamaican football, bro, it has implications. Do they know that if Jamaican football gets banned, it's not just the male program. All the youth programs them get banned. The female programs get banned. This will also affect the sales of players. This will also affect the reputation of football in Jamaica. This is going to set back Jamaica at least 8 years because they're saying they want us to get banned for 3. Then it's going to take us back 3 years to get back to where we were. And who says when we get back to where we were, everything is going to be okay? Look at a country like Nigeria. People, Nigeria have a plethora or a wealth of talent. Nigeria is a team out of Africa who has a player in every top league in Europe. Nigeria have a player in every top league in Europe. One point, Nigerian government meddled in their football. They got under a lot of pressure. I think that's the time. Let me know in the comment section, J-Ross. They did ban Nigeria, right? Did Nigeria go through some football ban? Nigeria hasn't recovered. Nigeria hasn't recovered. And Nigeria has a better economy, better GDP, and more top players from around the world. And they haven't recovered. Little Jamaica, who is just trying to punch above its weight class. Bro, oh, if you get banned, the man, as I say, me hear the man, them say ban for 2 years and then we come back and make the World Cup fast. Brother, today we get on some discussion with some people. I'm have to say, yo, I'm done with this. I'm not argue with them people anymore, people. Because what I think is happening, people are taking their personal feelings towards people in the JFF and want the entire Jamaican football program to get banned. So on to the rest of it. So here we are going to say people, pan sports prophecy. And this me say today, anybody who want the program to get banned, just ban yourself for 4 years now, man. Ban yourself for 4 years and come back. And the rest of us fools will continue watching Jamaica. I said that today. I'm going to tell people, say anything we say behind the scenes, we can say it on the camera. That's what I told them today, people. If you want Jamaican football to ban yourself for 4 years and then you come back. Make we go and watch your side. We go and support the team while you ban yourself. No, Joyce Fisher, Nigeria has one of the biggest economies in Africa. Nigeria has one of the biggest economies in the world, my friend. Nigeria have gas, oil. Go and check the GDP of Nigeria. You know what million people live in Nigeria? Jamaican economy is like a hands to Nigeria. JD, you
yeah, bro. How you doing?
You know about this stuff. Ban Jamaica for 3 years and come back. I think that sounds backward to me, brother. I don't think that solves anything. JD, what me say is, me tell them say ban themselves for 4 years and then them come back while we go and watch his side. How that sound?
Yes, ban themselves for 4 years.
Ban themselves for 4 years. Yeah, cause them tired and fed up. So ban on yourself, brother. And make we the idiot them go and watch his side.
The situation at this point, to be honest, I do believe that they're doing better than before.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, it's a thing called standard. What standard they do live up to? So most of these people just want to jump from standard 1 to standard 50, with 50 being the highest security and strictness. I do believe that you have the necessary persons there from FIFA trying to implement things to make it better. So at this point, I think I would just leave it down to FIFA. Keep on doing what you're doing. If they keep on messing up, FIFA will eventually do what they have to do. But at this point, I think we have to just leave it and let it play out. And I do believe that they're doing better. So that's the best way to say it. You know, I mean, even the situation with the girls, as what we heard, Mr. Speed claimed to say that they were just trying to go the cheaper route. That is poor. That is poor from them. But they still made the chip. So it's not like they never made the chip. You understand me? So that is a big difference. So I think we keep on just saying things and then get angry, rather than saying things and figure out what the problem is. And then everyone, if we just say things and get angry, everybody that's listening to us get angry down the line without the actual information. And it just sounds like it's worse than what it truly is, to be honest.
Yeah. All right. So Lorenzo is saying Nigeria's GDP per capita is 4.900, while Jamaica's GDP per. But are we talking about size yet? Workforce, size, economic potential. Throw that in there, Lorenzo, because I still think that Jamaica would not be able to compete with a Nigerian economy when it gets revved up. And when you look at resources, Jamaica is a service economy. The only thing we really produce in Jamaica is bauxite. And the percentage of bauxite where we produce cannot live up to the oil or the gas in Nigeria. Maybe they haven't got it together, but I think if you have over 200-300 million people and Africa has the youngest workforce in the world, I think the numbers there can be a bit misleading, but I stand corrected. Thanks for the information.
JT, all they can just do is just type in GDP by itself.
No, he did. He brought up the numbers.
Go down into metric. This is Nigeria's GDP in 2021, $440.8 billion US dollars.
Okay.
Jamaica GDP in 2021, because that's the last time they do have it. All right, I think I saw 2023. Jamaica's GDP is 14.66 billion. Jamaica cannot compete with Nigeria and no planet, or not one planet. He's doing that to try to say that if Jamaica was as big as Nigeria, we could have done better. But we are talking about what is happening now. It's two different things. Nigeria GDP is like 1 billion times higher than Jamaica's.
Yeah, and what's the population in Nigeria, JD? They have over 200 million people, right?
Nigeria population is definitely bigger. Even the forest come like it have more people than Jamaica to rat it.
Yeah, man.
They have a population. They have a population in the forest that they told me about 213 million. The population alone is more than the population in the forest alone that they captured is more people than Jamaica.
Yeah,
I think around 4 million odd people there in another region there alone, around 4.8 million.
Yeah, man. Jamaica, Nigeria is one of the top economy in Africa. I think is South Africa, because they have a lot of diamonds and other natural resources. Yeah, that's another discussion. Brain Drainer says service economy reflects one's crying for a ban instead of finding a real solution. Yo, Tobacco Music, someone with education, educate me. Tell me, how will Jamaica football get better? Jesus Christ. Spark, I look like you're up on the bandwagon. Because, JD, And another thing, you know, me realize that me shouldn't did get this upset, you know, because me come from watching Jamaica football where we did a World Cup 98. Some of these people who asked for Jamaica football get banned wasn't even born yet. They weren't even born yet. So I feel like these are the later fans. It's like your parents say, yo, you have social media. No. You know what I mean? Like, we're not banning anything, people. Lorenzo said, JT, I agree with you. However, Nigeria has a larger population than Jamaica, so its GDP is naturally going to be higher. Yeah, man, that's what made it a compound. Dear Lorenzo, is the population.
And that's exactly what I've said. I never tried to put down Jamaica or nothing. I just said Nigeria is way bigger, so the comparison doesn't even make any sense because what Nigeria brings in is just astronomically higher. You get me? So we don't even have to compare it. But I understood where J. Taylor was coming from, which makes sense in terms of the FIFA banning it and recovering. You know why? They have more money in their country, but they struggle to get it back to the level. So what J. Taylor said is factual, because if we have less money and we have less people, if we have less money and less people, it's the footballing metric to put infrastructure in place. It doesn't matter how much people there. To be honest, you still have to put the places. So for instance, if you have 13 buildings, the 13 buildings will cost the same. You understand me? So if they have more money and struggling to get stuff, JT will have a point.
I'm going to read a comment for you, JD, and you're going to just laugh. The person said, and just think about who possibly would have write this. Wait, JD and JT on CM show, beer madness, you know. Guess the
but I've not said anything.
Guess the name of who would put that comment. Guess who would write that comment for their first comment?
Who alone have the balls to behave like that? I can't see it. I think it's only Brain Drain or Demo.
Demo J, big up yourself. Demo J. Demo J, man.
Okay. Brain Drain and Demo alone will say them foolishness there.
Yeah, Demo, man. S-Technic said only idiots call for a program to be banned. Doesn't make any sense at all. Let's talk about going forward. But Faster Link, that's what we're talking about going forward. I think that discussion they had last night was talking about going backwards. And I seem like I was one of the only. All right, and next thing, people, because Brain Drain make fun of me with that thing, you know. The people, they must say me I carry feelings for Ricardo Fuller. People. Because me tell, all right, Ricardo Fuller was on a show. And when Ricardo Fuller came on JD, I say, oh yeah, man, I have a question. Big up yourself, Ricardo Fuller, you know, you did my ball, you know. Ricardo Fuller said, no, me know your ball, you know, so me can't control the football.
So stop it right here, J. Taylor. So if you said you're a fan of a player and you think that he can't control the football, and you have different levels of control, so I knew that you specified which level, like which pattern, like for instance, a ball coming at him and he can't take it down to hold it, or on the turn control of the ball. You have different level of control, so I don't know. You have to get more specific. So did he get specific or he just got defensive?
Got very defensive, brother. Just like DJ Daniel Johnson. I think he can't control. That's another player that I think his first touch is not very good.
You think Daniel Johnson can't control?
JD, every time Daniel Johnson touched the football, it fumbled up on 9 foot.
When I saw Daniel, I think Daniel Johnson, he can control. I don't know if it's just Jamaica team or something, because when I saw him playing for his club, he's one of the players that actually control the play, like taking the standing control and progressive control of the ball. He was one of the highest person in his club. They wanted to keep him there. So I don't know what happened in Jamaica team for you to say that. What happened? What happened in the last game you're talking? In the last
2 games he came on, JD getting pushed off the ball. His first touch was appalling. I didn't really like his first touch.
I'm gonna show you something. All right, the last 2 games, I agree with you. His controlling was poor. That is true. But what happened to the game when he played central forward? His controlling was immaculately better. But he was in Austria, and now he's in the United States with 1,000,000,000 degrees weather, and everybody are dropped down.
So wait, JD. So, wait, JD. People, where JD I tell me say, the weather make Daniel Johnson can't control the ball again?
No. I'm just saying conditions sometimes affect people because the condition, the coach literally came out and said the condition affected Deshaun Bernard and all the guys and that just came in. You don't see them with towel over the man and JT. Are you not watching that?
Yeah, but JD, those things affect you controlling the football though?
Yes, of course it controls your equilibrium, which is your actual balance. JT. You drop down, and you drop down JTL matrix. The first thing goes when you drop down is your equilibrium. If you're not on the highest level of your normal peak condition, JTL, a football player.
May I tackle you? Since a football player, I gotta tackle you again. Let me read a comment. Why are you upon that? We are going to talk about that again, because you're going to see the climate, that sound like altitude down in Mexico. Up and running say our comparison should be to Costa Rica and Honduras. They have more successful than us in qualifying for Olympics and FIFA tournaments, says Up and Running. Demo Dre say, big up all the man them, super late, not sure what's happening. Big up Marlon. Demo say he had to teach JT last week. Marlon said JT, Ravel and Daniel Johnson have the best first touch out of Jamaica. EM say, of course. SSL say, how does that make sense? This is a non-topic. When I hear such man say ban, it was then I knew they don't really understand the business of football. It's counterproductive. May I tell you, Lorenzo, last night me get upset, bro. Me get dark, brother. I'm like, who are these people who think they have the audacity to want an entire football program to get banned because of their personal views? So what happens to all the kids? JD, today, me I talk to Formula Sports and we talk about, we apply to get the agent license and all that stuff. And we dip on the UEFA page and the FIFA page. When you look all over FIFA,
well, me just click this thing. Me just click it. I mean, I see the people now. Soul Cry say, why other footballers can control the ball? All I said is, you never may know every person, every human being. Soul Cry, Soul Cry, just calculate in your brain and just watch the man play football in a normal system. Watch him play in Austria and just see, say, maybe I'll stop me to trouble him at the time. But him is a natural. Controlling is one of the highest level of those two players that we're complaining about. Just hold on, man. All right, and anxious entertainment. I never said I never said the guy can't control. It's Jay Taylor said he can't control, and I am saying to him, I'm giving him an excuse. To what could happen here.
I said people. Oh my
no,
God.
What? Because me not taking the blame for you, know.
I said. All right, we're gonna get back on that. But Demo, you should watch the show from last night. They were saying that Jamaica football will get banned for 3 years, and then we come back. And I was saying that the people who are saying that Jamaica football should get banned did not read or educate themselves on the topic. Because to come out with a statement like that, it's so nonsensical, bro. It's so nonsensical. All the youngsters. So, JD, as I was telling you about the FIFA page, when you look on it, you see hope for youths, kids, development. A damn thing the FIFA initiatives FIFA put into place to help underprivileged kids in the country and grassroots football. So when you ban all of that stuff now, you sit down at your yard and you are right and you live your life. What happened to all them other people there? You get what you want. The football get banned, you get what you want. What happened to all them other people there? That's why I say these people sound selfish. And this is why me say, people, ban on yourself, man. That's why I say ban on yourself for the amount of years you don't want Jamaica football to get banned. so we can then come back, come watch a team. But we're not banning anything. We're not banning Jamaica football. Big up pagans. And anybody we are talking about banning Jamaica football, guys, we are going to push back. We are going to push back. Fans, we have to stand up for something. And yesterday some people start watch Jamaican football. I don't know where them come from, but ban. It's must a rock and roll ban or a rubber ban. But ban. We're not banning nothing, brother. We're not banning anything. Brother, anybody who want to say we are dash red for him now? Ryan said it on his show last night. Me and Ryan had a toss-up today about it. And the same things I'm saying on the stream, bro, I saw JT rule. Anything me say behind the stream, me can say it on the stream. I'm going to tell Ryan, it was Ryan and Prince. And I said, Ryan and Prince, you guys sound silly up there sitting, trying to sound, try to make sense about banning an entire nation when it comes to football and what football represents, because you guys think it should happen. We're not upon that, people. We are watch football from we are little pitney. Me I watch 98 World Cup. When me see Suke score upon Jamaica, Robbie Earl fly in the header and we tie back the game. We're not banning anything, people. We're not banning Jamaica football. We're finally turning the corner right now. So what we do now? We tell Demari Gray them to go back at them yard? What we are going to do? Tell Demari Gray them to go back at them yard? What we do with Disha Bernard them? What we do with Omari Hutchins them? Tell them to go back at them yard? We're not banning anything, people. Push in their head and use their platform to push it. Says, yeah, bro, it's like we're not, that's what I tell you, people. We're not banning anything, people. We have to look out for the youths them. And I don't, JD, educate me on this. Does even the ban affect the academies on the island? How does that work?
The academies, I'm not 100% sure if it would have affected these academies on the island, because the JFF said they're going to regulate all the academies. I don't know if they installed all of those things. So if it's not installed, that simply means it wouldn't affect it at this point, because some of the academies are not regulated through the JFF. And
no, but what happened the other day when member said Craig Butler, member said Craig Butler, remember that Dennis Chung had gotten a letter from the English FA about academies on the island who are not registered to the JFF.
Yes, but Mr. Butler came out the next week and said he never signed nothing with the JFF and nothing with the CASAFA or nothing with nothing. Okay. So Mr. Butler, according to Mr. Butler's own word, he has not signed up with none of them. I have the article in the Gleaner. So that's what he said out of his own mouth.
Yeah, Marlon says, JD, did you see my comments last night? I said, half of the persons who want Jamaica football to get banned, not paying 1,000 to watch a JPL match, much less 2,000 to watch Jamaica. No, bro, it was, and people, I'm talking about this right now, I'm discussing the point that Ryan and Prince made. I'm not discussing the individuals personally. We're not talking about them personal life. We are talking about the football. So we hope we'll clip this part of it as well. I'm talking about the opinion and the idea. I think the idea is wrong. I think they should just educate themselves on the topic of banning a football program. As I said, Nigeria hasn't recovered. Brother, one at a time, JD, if Trinidad didn't ban them football, even with the corruption, Trinidad would still be a competitive team right now.
Yes, I thought that it sets them back. And what Jamaica has now, Jamaica have some of the best things set up for them, both ladies and men. Because if you look from youth 17s, Jamaica couldn't compete with no level of persons out in the region, and it would have slipped further if we never had bridged that gap with the diaspora. Now you see, under youth 17s looking much more competitive, youth 20s looking much more competitive, youth 23s look much more competitive, and the national programs looking much more competitive. Definitely the girls are reaping that reward of actually using the diaspora. If you ban it for 4 years, that's definitely going to be a setback. Because majority of those kids in that 4 years bracket might start change their ways, because people follow people. So for instance, for that 4 year cycle, 4 of those girls decide that, oh, I wanted to play for Jamaica, but I can't. And then got the opportunity because of waiting time and play for England. Then maybe the others say, okay, then I can wait. And it goes back to the old setup. And then you lose all of those personnel that would have wanted to come for Jamaica, start waiting out for England. So I think it can affect both ways. I see where people trying to come from when they said they should get a ban, but I need to see how the recovery process goes, because you can't just say you're gonna ban and then you don't have the recovery process. You understand me?
Yeah.
I would like to hear the recovery process, and then we can evaluate that and say, all right, then after 4 years, you can bounce back right here and you can be as competitive as normal. But it's going to be tough because you sold something to all of these guys that just came in. And then no, Damari Gray now can't play back for England. And then 4 years out of his life,
gone.
You messed up. And that's the biggest signing they ever have. All of the other guys, all of the younger guys, they ain't going to come anywhere, because they will class Jamaica as an unstable society. So it will hurt you more than actually build you. So that will set back your strength of your team, maybe 20, 25 years, 30, 40 years, to be honest, because of these guys in it now and whose heads are turning from England. So I totally understand your side, and your side is gathering more weight right now because of the condition that we found ourselves in.
It has to, JD. We're finally turning the corner and banning the program right now, JD. All them young youths they know, you wake up and see Pagan say ban can mean anything. Things different from football. Fool. So I guess he's calling me a fool. I guess Pagan, you're Einstein. So you should explain to us the different ways how we should ban Jamaican football. Will that make you happy as well? Banning Jamaican football and we will be fools.
Come on, man. Come on. Don't disrespect J-Taylor, man. Let's have a civil conversation, Pagan. All right? Yeah, because remember we are talking of what happened before. Trinidad and Nigeria. So he's just digging up, because you only can have conversation and factual stuff, you know. Because if you go into the next side, it's just going to be redundant, unnecessary conversation, which can't add anything to the table. You understand me? And J. Tiller brought up some good points, because those are two places, Pagan. So come on, no, man. Yeah, let me reason with logics, man, Pagan. You not forget disrespectful, my brother.
And that's why I try to say, people, we are discussing the point. We are discussing the point of ban, because I don't even know what a ban look like for Jamaica right now. I understand that, JD, I don't think anytime soon. And Richie, feel free to join the show. You know, the Discord link is in the comment section. Feel free to join the show, people. The Discord link is in the comment section. I understand that Dennis Chung might not be doing an amazing job, and I call out Dennis Chung. I understand that Mr. Speed having problems and him ways, and I called out Mr. Speed, but I also have a level of respect for Mr. Speed based on what I've said. I said that Mr. Speed is the man who opened the door for certain conversations on YouTube. And if you look at it, we can't go backwards by banning the program because some people are not doing a good job. You see me I say? Because some people are not doing a good job. We get the people out who's not doing a good job and we figure it out. I'm honestly trying to figure out what's positive can come out of a ban for JA when we are on the rise. Says Demo. Demo, that's what we're talking about, Demo. We're finally turning the corner. And now, like, we just ban the team now, and some people happy. And you, it's just like a man said, no more dance can keep a Jamaica. No more dance can keep a Jamaica. You know how much kids have to stop go to school, brother? You know how much the soup man we are selling soup, the person we are selling the Wrigley's, The people them will sell them cigarette. No, Pagan, if you put cap lock on, if you put your cap lock on the stream elements, I go delete your comments. So don't capitalize the word Pagan. If you capitalize the word, it's gonna delete your comments. So that's what's happening. Nobody is censoring you, just so you know ahead of time. If you cap lock, it's gonna delete it. Ames, I miss the call in and tell us. Okay, it was Lorenzo super chat. He says call in and tell us about the benefits of a ban. Go ahead, Ames.
Oh yeah, man. I just did want to put this out there. Come on, ask the question: is it a case where the persons who are pushing the ban, is it a case where the corruption in the JFF is so great to the point that calling for a ban is the only option that you can draw for? Or are there other alternatives?
Ames, question for you. Your house a leak. And it a leak and I wet up the bed. Burn down your house. Burn it down and build a new one. Burn down the house and build a new one. Cause that's the same logic, brother. Burn down your house instead of you try to take off the zinc where you leak and fix the house. Burn down your house.
To be fair, JT, that is a bit extreme.
But the ban is extreme. The ban is extreme, brother. It's the ultimate extreme. It doesn't get more extreme than that. There's no other aims. A ban. There's no other. It doesn't get more extreme in football than your program get banned, you know, bro. That's it, you know. It doesn't get any more extreme, you know. Aims. Do you know any other extreme levels are extreme we can get in football? It's a ban.
Could I just eradicate completely? Because with a ban, there's a time limit. There's a time limit to how long you get banned. But the only extreme I can think of is the program get completely eradicated. But I don't want to go too deep into it. I just want to know what are the alternatives. Where can we go so we don't have to think about even talking about a ban. What are the alternatives? Because we obviously can't ban the football because we're going to hurt thousands of young men and women in the country. Our country already in a shambles already.
I think the solution is going to come with... This sounds crazy, people. I think part of the solution is us start to win. Because I think the more recognition Jamaica football get... Webley, you can join back. We never hear you, so you can join back at some point. The more Jamaica start to win, Jamaica football is going to become more in the spotlight. And remember, you know, Ames, before you ban someone, don't you have to actually find the thing that's going wrong? And then the FIFA would say, okay, we run a diagnosis and this is what we found and we're banning Jamaica under this act or these terms. Webley.
Which is true. And they also sent, I believe recently, they also sent some, what them call them, forensic analysts or whatever. Auditors, yes, thank you. They sent auditors and they did their checks on the JFF and they saw no problems, apparently.
So make we ban them because we don't like them. Webley, let me give you, where you have to say Webley?
Ian, that is not entirely true, all right?
Okay.
Let me just add this to it as well because we want to be very much fair. The other day, they said too much personnel go into trips and those stuff. So that means they did find problems. But fix several problems immediately was found. So let me make sure because other people listening, it seems like we just go one side, you know?
Yeah, man.
Pagan say we coward, JD. Webley, unmute your mic. Unmute your mic, Webley, so we can hear you.
Manners, JT.
Yeah, man, blessing.
JD, blessings.
Big up, man.
Amen.
Big up.
Yeah. So the question I really have is like we're really having a heated discussion. Yeah, it's very educational because I find out some things I never really know. Still, but what I want to know is since this is getting so heated, does anyone or can anyone cause us to get banned? Everybody talking about we getting a ban. Of course, that even sound like it makes sense in a way. But everybody say, okay, if we get banned. By their words, can we get banned by them saying if we get banned? That's the question I have.
1 second, JD. 1 second. Danny Dread, when the stream elements, it delete your comment because maybe you capitalize the words them or you have cap lock on. So no, just to let you know, nobody's deleting your comments. Is you have cap lock on or you're capitalizing the words. Sorry about that. Go ahead, JD.
What could happen now? People talking about it, especially on social media, could bring highlight and attention from the FIFA for them to dig deeper. But what could definitely get us a ban is if the Reggae girls refuse to play at the World Cup. You understand me? If your entire team refuse to play, it's automatically a triggered moment for them to send in personnels from FIFA. And once they deemed it as the JFF side has the problem, you're going to get banned and they're going to start doing the overall process. It happens over and over because a lot of teams decide that they're not going to play because they realize the power. So it could be a start to something because if you give people strength and they believe that, okay, this is the way to go and they don't play the game. You remember the incident with Suriname and Jamaica when we had some problems in the camp? That's the reason why the guys them go out and played. That's the exact reason because if they never went and touched the pitch, you know it goes. Letters was already written and stuff, so you can go back and read that. If they never came out, Jamaica would have been banned at that time.
I have a question for everybody, or a statement. Listen, let's say them ban Jamaica, right, for 4 years. And after the 4 years, them have election. The same man them who was in power get back in power. You want to ban them for the next 4 years again?
Mikey, I think these mans that talk about rock band or rubber band.
Yeah, so that's what I was listening to his program last night, and so that's what he was saying, that those persons would have been blacklisted, you know.
Oh,
so I understand.
They couldn't get back to power.
Boy, I don't know. I'm not sure about that. Nobody
Yeah, so he was just saying, man, it's not like he was sure that he was saying that's what he wanted. However,
okay.
I understand that he wanted the JFF to be clean up. He wanted the JFF to clean up, like everybody here wanted JFF to be clean up, right? And we are seeing progress, but not an entire progress. But we are seeing bits and pieces of progress, you know. So we understand that he needed the JFF to be cleaned up. However, the ban is gonna affect a whole entire generation. And I heard him, you know, go along that point that yes, he know that he affect this generation, but it will improve the generation after. But
not
you know,
not necessarily. Suppose some worse people come in. Suppose some worse people come in. People that think about them talk about ban.
It's not guaranteed. But we understand where we come from with all this passion, so we're not gonna beat him too much. We understand, and of course,
and let the people them know, Webley, we're discussing the opinion, not the actual person. We're discussing the point and the opinion, so that we let the people them know that we're discussing the point and the proposal from these individuals. This is not a personal thing towards the person.
Yes, JT, yeah, man. Thanks for clearing that up. And thanks everybody. Thanks for listening.
Respect. All right. So we saw Mikhail. The reason why I said, once you refuse to take the field and they see the situation, instant they're going to set a date for FIFA to come in. It happened to 3 countries before, Mikhail, and it happened to Suriname the other day. So they're going to dock your points. They're going to suspend you. They're going to suspend you naturally. All right. They're going to dock your points, but they're also going to put things in pipeline if you can't get it sorted out after the first warning, because you're going to get you're going to get fined as well. Yes. So that's how it works. Because remember, Mikhail, I had the papers them, you know, from the Suriname side, you know, saying that if Jamaica don't come out on the field, that's what will happen. They will get the points.
And the next thing, JD, is like your parents say, yeah, we say the teacher them up at school nah teach good. So here, your brother and sister them, we not sending them to school till they get some better teacher. So when you feel like a brother them born 10 years from now, then can start go back to school. And then you grow up dunks. Warm to you, JD. Make sure say that rather go to school, go make sense and get brighter than the teacher. And go and do your thing. At this, them a propose, brother, that you stop go to school because the teacher them up at school not teach good. The JFF is not operating properly, so we should ban a whole generation. Because that's what we're doing, you know. Banning a generation and the potential in this modern era. And feel free to join in Tag Boss Unseen when you feel like. You guys can go ahead.
So,
go ahead. Sorry about
that. Big up everybody on the stream, person in the comment section. JT. So sometime in our life, I all right. So I don't want to come off like I agree with the ban with the banning, because it can But we have to understand how long them banning last. So like when you have people in the organization who feel like them head cook back a washer and them have to dead out to come out. How long it lasts? So get rid of these people. How long the ban lasts?
And them people are not plan. Listen, you see Africa and Jamaica. You see most of them African countries are run by black people. Them people are planning for dead in a power, brother. Dead pan the job.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Them not plan for give up power.
Unseen, the bans are going to be last for 1.5 years to 4 years. Only extreme condition lasts longer than the 4 years time, to be honest. So so for 1.5 years, simpler because they have the stage. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get the paper and send it to you and the JT. So the next time we come here, we have the paper. So anytime this conversation come back, we're more than verse educated on it, So I'm gonna just get the PDF files there.
Yeah.
Right. So in my opinion, if there's problem keep on arising, and the same people I'm doing we can't get them out. Them now come out. Why? We don't know still. Sometimes we have to just go back to square one and come back up again.
So what I would say to Unseen, if you're for the ban, I would just ask you to ban yourself, and the rest of us will continue with the team in the meantime. How about that? Because then you don't have to deal with the problem, So we that deal with it and you just ban yourself. How that sound?
The man them like power now ban themselves.
No, we are say if you want the team ban, we are say how about you just ban yourself and the rest of people want the team ban and we go and watch his side. What do you think?
No man, you see. Alright. You see semantics now gonna fix the problem,
No, it's a proposal, just like the ban proposal. Me propose that the people want it to ban themselves.
Yeah, come up with you semantics.
How is that semantics?
Yeah, man, because them think that me not no power. Me getting banned in a sense.
That's the same way me feel about the program getting banned, brother. So how is that semantics?
The
JFF getting banned can make sense and cannot make sense to two way going. It can make sense.
It make no sense. What should happen
it makes
is
sense
that
if you think about it.
Let me say something unseen. The licky people them in the JFF, in the parish president, them and them thing, licky. And see what go on. They must get them head together and decide to get some serious man in the position, right position. So those people that are in the position now, since them failing, you get rid of them and put in a next. I don't know how much man. But them I get picked back. The guy from there's a guy from a parish. One of them parish. There's a make up whole panais. For him get tripped, him stop talk. You understand me? I don't know, I can't remember his name. So this is what I'm talking about. The one them. Okay, you say for him to make open eyes, try and get tripped or somewhere, him not talk no more. This is what's going on. If you
question, Mikey. So I'm starting to have a feeling that our anger and the persons who calling for the ban, maybe the anger is misdirected. Are we supposed to be now focusing on the parish council?
Exactly. The committees that make up the parish council, people who make up the parish council, after they get rid of what the parish council,
they have the votes, and they have the votes.
No. Let me finish, JT. The people who vote in we'll start from the parish. The people who vote in the heads of the parish councils have to change the heads of the parish council and get some honest people up top. When you change that now, then those people up top will change the up top of the JFF. So you start from the ground level. You can't start. You have a cutout. Start from the ground level, and you move up, and you cut out the top.
Can I say something? Some of the people with the most power in the JFF is not a part of any parish.
No, but you have to be a parish. You have to be a parish.
Unseen. Jump off and jump on, but brother, cause you think sound like a AM radio right now. It a fry like rice.
Me?
Yeah, man. When you turn on, brother, one piece of fry and I go and have but them no kind of pot ya. Some fritters.
You still hear it?
Brother, ask the people them. You not hear it, right, Mikey? When him turn on him thing.
Well, I don't hear it now. I don't know if him have it on.
Yeah, he mute him mic no, but when him unmute him mic, a piece of fry and start the brother. You have to tune the radio.
So you understand what me I say JT and JD?
Yeah, man. Me understand him. I mean, I agree with you from the one.
You see, everything starts from the root, you know. So if the people in the parish, each parish, get rid of people at the top of the parish council, then you're going to have some man who will vote out the people at the top of the JFF or women. You understand me? And that is
but Mikey, so what happened to normal? We go out and protest and forced an actual company to make decision. You know, working in Jamaica.
You remember, FIFA is non-political. So no matter how much you protest, nobody, where you go, lock them up, police can't lock them up. Them not commit a crime. So you have the only way you can, the clubs them in each parish president have to vote out the man at the top of the parish. And then when them get for them man up, then I go vote out the man at the top of the GFF.
So Mikey, with all businesses, once people, the consumer starts to get aggressive and agitated, is it not bad for business? Because it simply means when you keep games, nobody will turn up and stuff. So obviously that's going to trigger something.
But guess what? FIFA still get them on their money, so them still get paid. If FIFA cut off the money and them not get nobody in their stance, then they will resign because they might work for nothing. But as long as FIFA get them money, they will pay themselves first before they pay even the players.
Good point, Mikey.
You understand me? So what you have to do is have to start from the parish, from the club level, going up to the parish, going up to the JFF. So a club, like 10 club can get it. Let's say in our parish there's 15 club. And 10 of them get together, so when they want the president, them get rid of the president of the parish and put in a man who them know are going to do the right thing. Right? That's how it is majority vote, you know. And then know when you have the majority parish people them against the president and the people run the JFF, then you're going to get a new president. I'm sorry I forgot.
Let's bring on, who is this person?
You don't ban nobody.
Marlon, unmute the mic.
Yeah.
Is this Marlon?
Yeah, man. I'm using the other phone, so.
Jesus, I mean, say how much Marlon, brother.
Yeah, listen, this pagan, so me contradict myself. How? The clubs are not people, brethren. The clubs are not people. If people protest who not a member of football club, what this brother pagan nonsense, brethren? Where him come from?
We are preaching man not for disrespect people. We have to keep it clean, Mikey. May I beg you, please.
Where him come from?
Pagan is a good guy that always come on the street.
But him say me, what me say to contradict myself? People who on the street who are involved in a club football can't vote out, can't get rid of the GFF. Only people in the club. The clubs can't get rid of the parish people them who get rid of the GFF. President.
No, maybe must say when you talk about the money part, the FIFA not forgive them the money.
I never said that. I said the only way, but said FIFA.
Mikey.
You see, FIFA put word the amount again. I said FIFA will still give them money anyway. So therefore them not gonna quit. Because they might pay themselves first. That's what I said. So you have to vote them out. I never said FIFA now will give them the money. FIFA will still give them money. So therefore you have to vote them out. The only way you can get rid of them is vote them out. Because people, even nobody going in the stands, they still get
if
first.
FIFA don't give them any money.
What?
The said if FIFA don't give any money.
If right, I said the only way. I never said that. I said if FIFA. I said if FIFA don't. But I said what I'm saying. I said FIFA will out give them money, right? So therefore, they're still going to have their money getting paid. They won't pay themselves first. Maybe it come out wrong, but I meant that FIFA going to still give them money. So them still going to pay themselves first. So why leave if you're going to get paid for the nothing? You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, but watch this now. No? You say a thing where you say the clubs them supposed to select them leader. You see anybody will get selected and go out as the president, 1 month in that job and get corrupt. Go back a square one.
All right, unseen. We're gonna chip over to Marlon and we're gonna change back the show to some football. So people, as we say, we're gonna give Marlon his stake, but we're gonna get off this band thing. Off to me, sound more like a rock and roll band and a rubber band thing. So I want to get off this band thing. I just wanted to clear it up. Last night, as I said, I wasn't feeling right about this because I feel like.
All right, JT. Right, right. The 3 easiest way for the country to get banned: third-party interference by government in it, right? Using minimum of 3 overage play in a youth competition, right? Or forfeiting a football match. So whether regardless whatever will happen in the JFF, what FIFA will do, they will send all the thing come and if they go over the 18 months period and things are not improving, they use a normalization committee to reassess it and run it until they get things up to date, like what they're doing in Trinidad.
It's like right? The IMF.
Like Guatemala got banned for 4 years and they didn't help their football.
Yeah.
Right? Guatemala got banned. Guatemala was ranked with Turks and Caicos down in 200 when they started playing football back. Guatemala, the team couldn't participate in CONCACAF event, right? But because they had a professional league running, that's really kept their football together, and they had the players training, right? If we get banned right now, all those talented youngsters we have here looking to play for Jamaica, it gonna affect them a lot, right? Remember, no, Trinidad don't get a full year ban, no. Right? They were still playing football, but things were good. And you see where they are. And everybody in Trinidad Football Federation, right, who was there, who they get rid of and stuff. Even the coaches said it affect their football big time. And we are talking about suspension of operation for basically 9 months. So it showed you something. So personally, I feel that a team getting banned, all your FIFA points you have there gone, your ranking drop. You're gonna start in the 190s coming up, right? Remember now, Guatemala. What benefits Guatemala team? They started in National League D, playing with Turks and Caicos and Anguilla on this side, beating up and coming up. So now they reach up to group A now. So they literally start from the foot of the table, right, to come back up. And they have a better league than us, right? But what they had, they use, I think they had an overage player in it, and there was government interference as well. So that's why they got the four-year ban. So there was no record qualifying, no National League, right? No World Cup. So it killed their football. So that's why they have to literally come out now and look in players to really build up the team than where they were. Remember, they were before Nicaragua and El Salvador on this team.
On it. It's in the washer.
Well said, Marlon. Well said, Marlon. And that's what I was trying to say to Mikel. Once you don't touch a field or you do certain things, because for instance, Nicaragua might find themselves in a problem, you know, if it proven that they are the ones actually feel ineligible player, you know. That's the next problem for them as well too. So if a player don't take the field, you can be in problem. And if you use ineligible players, naturally it will cause problems, and the setback will be astronomically big past the time of the ban as well. Because once you finish the ban, you have to start from a certain place, and that is the problem. So that 4 year that we are talking about might just turn out, JT, to about 7.5 years to get back, or 8 years to get back to the level where you want. Because you have to go at the bottom of a Nations League, and you have to be in the bottom of the ranking. So it's gonna damage everything.
And our person don't understand. Guatemala got 4 year ban, and it took them 2.5 years after that.
So that's
right?
7 years.
Right? Took them 2.5 years for them to get themselves back on track. So it showed you something. And
That's a decade, you know. My God.
So
Right?
Marlon and JD, give us a next option to fix the JFF.
Boy, I don't know, you know. I don't know at all. But me just know say, unless we're willing to wait 7 to 10 years. 7 to 10 years to get it done.
And seeing, as I said, that the auditors are there now. What the auditors can do, if they find a thing, they hold the person there, hold them accountable for it. But and even the corruption is going there, what they do, they won't get banned for it. Right? I give you the three major ways for the team to get banned. Unless you're gonna get somebody from government and say, go in the JFF. Right? Go and get them banned. Go in there and let me put it to FIFA that there's government interference there. Right?
Yeah.
Marlon, because one day
Unseen, yeah, we are unseen, yeah, we are headphone. Unseen, yeah, we are headphone.
No, man, I took me there because I'm dead beside the phone. I'm move.
Wow, big frying.
Yeah, hear it now?
I don't know.
Yeah, hear it now?
Okay.
Hear it now?
Yeah, man, it better now. My song good now, you know, not like background.
I told me dead beside the phone. Anyway, so what we just say now?
No, it a fry
Yeah,
unseen.
me
It a fry wicked, brother. When you speak, is it speakerphone you have it pan or something?
No, man, the laptop me I use.
Okay, so you use to the laptop speaker.
Alright, you hear better now?
No, it a fry. You know have a headphone?
Yeah, I have a headphone.
Try the headphone. Cause it a gonna give her. So people, Marlon, JD, who else is on the thing? Unseen. Yeah, it a fry wicked unseen. Mikey Ballin is here as well still. Nations League. Looking at the Nations League group, Jamaica, Haiti, Honduras. Jamaica should go through this group easily. No. With JD a laugh. This look like a little cakewalk for Jamaica, especially if we go deep in this Gold Cup.
JT, if it's be so extreme, you know.
JT, remember say JD doing extensive research on all the CONCACAF teams and say it must be a reason why he's laughing.
Oh, Marlon, there you too.
You might laugh like the side no good, Ames. Where my laugh like the side no good?
JT, stop walking and tell people every other team.
JD,
remember
the two side them with Jamaica are going to play. Jump out already, you know, JD. Them jump out already, you know. Them in the Gold Cup again, you know.
Okay, JT, but them team that I come from out of the group of that, you know, JT, you realize that them come from out of Qatar, Mexico, and themselves, you know.
People, them so come out of the group of fret. Them side they no good, brother. Them two side they no good, JD.
You say reason, James. You say reason.
I was looking at the fixtures earlier, and I think there's a mistake there because you can have a 6 team in a group, right? Jamaica doesn't play Suriname, right? But I don't see how they make a mistake for Jamaica to play Haiti twice.
Yeah, back to back. I thought it was 2 back-to-back games.
Right. So I think the away game for Haiti should be Cuba. So I think CONCACAF they made a mistake on the fixture. Right, because it's not a round robin tournament. It's single playoff, right? So you have 2 home game and 2 away game. So I think they Jamaica start at home against Honduras and then Haiti. Then they go away to Nicaragua, to Grenada. So the next away game is there for, it says Haiti, but I think it should be Cuba. So I think Congo made a mistake on that one.
But J. Taylor, I do believe Jamaica should qualify. You understand me? But the rolling over teams, I don't believe that you're gonna roll over none of these teams. You saw Haiti versus Mexico. Mexico is one of the highest pressing team, one of the highest technical team. I don't know when Jamaica will reach that level, and Haiti still going to give them problems. We and them will be as physical as possible, so the physicality and the speed will be cancelled out. It's going to come down to football and actual quality. You understand me? So those games are not going to be easy, J. Taylor, but I do believe that Jamaica should qualify.
So JD, putting it into perspective, if we can keep this group of players that we have here playing in the Gold Cup and bring them into the Nations League, you don't think that we'll have like an absurd level of an advantage where these teams can't even stand up against us?
I think we should still be the favorites in all of the matches then. but I still believe that we are not going to reach so far in our development for we to just blast Honduras them 10-0 and 5-0. We are not going to be at that level.
Nobody said that, JD.
We are going to be like 3-1 win and those stuffs. But we are going to fix the midfield area where we have the gap. I think by then we're going to fix that because we're going to have one of these double pivot become a natural single pivot. It's because they are not confident as yet. Why I think that they are doing it. So we're going to either fix the problem of Bobby Reed or the right midfielders becoming an integral part of the midfield, or we're going to have a natural cam, our 2 central midfielder by then, and we have 3 in midfield. So we still have a lot to work on in the aims. We're just winning games on pure talent, to be honest, obviously with the coach organization, but the coach has not implemented his own system as yet. So imagine when Jamaica gets that up to scale, they're going to be very scary.
JD, what do you mean by the coach not implementing system?
The coach come here, unseen, tap your foolishness, your coach. The man said here, say, when him come here, him saying, I'm going to pick the easiest formation and the easiest system so we can follow. So everybody, the poorest person with football education, so from the JPL, can come in and still fit in. That's what the man saying.
Let me ask you a question. What the formation him use when him the Iceland? Or the system?
Him never use wing transition because they don't have the speed as us. Unseen. So see you get bun out there now, you get bun up here. He never use wing transition. Him use direct route one. In actual transition, he's in a 4-3-3 with the right midfielder sitting deeper with the 2 sitting midfielders, and then English I have overseas, I have local. And because the locals have the power as to what we do, he wanted to give everyone an opportunity. So the only opportunity you're going to give people is to start from route 1 unseen. You're a coach. So you're going to start from the easiest way so anybody can possibly get in the system. So I think he's going to give them like a year. So anybody level up, they have an opportunity to come in. And then after next year, I promise you, he's going to change it.
You have to remember that everybody coach different. And everybody like Al Grimson. Route 1 where I'm going. You understand me? And everybody like it. So you can't just say because me a coach, me sure know. No.
Yeah, but remember saying a route 1 he might do now. He might use the similar starting formation, but why you think BLSA that take a long time for man to figure out the system? Because they might change into 5 different formations on the field. You understand me?
Why is it when time Paula took over the team in a couple of games when played?
Because Paula's system was mainly based on attacking from the front and pressing from the front. He's starting from the back as well. His system started from the back even though they're pressing. But Paula tried to half-press teams. He wants to get all of his players on the halfway line.
No man, impressed. Him use the centre back them as drive as a midfield at times and drive to the midfield. Him use King move to the ball, beat the front press, get in the midfield and try to pass the ball on the ground. Nothing there.
Yeah, but that's what I said. He's trying to half press, half court, half.
JD, and what personally understand though, Paula was using Lambert of the ball to really control the game, right? So that was a big difference in the team. So he could do what he wanted to do with the ball, and if you look at it, those 5 games that Ravel played, I think it's Ravel's best performance in Jamaica from the qualifier, the Honduras game, the game against El Salvador, coming to the National League game, the two Suriname game, and the game against Mexico. The Mexico game, especially the Suriname game against in Jamaica, Ravel was on play on the field.
All right,
because he has his freedom. He don't have to come back in. He don't have to come back in the midfield to be fighting to win back the ball. The ball get to him, so he could string it around to the winger. Was Shamar and Shamar, Bailey are Fleming. So the front three was there. So that's a different with it. But this Hal Gims is coming. Is a what person understand? Everybody says a 4-4-2, right? 4-4-2 is the simplest formation to play, right? Once because. Everybody say the field. Antonio is the out-and-out striker. Bailey get a free roam. right, where he can also run the channel. He can go in the pocket. He can come in the midfield, right? The wingers can come inside. He can go to the flank. So that's the easiest way. But what he has done, he has used 2 central midfielders to sort the middle because he have a front 4 attacking. So if they lose the ball, he have 2 person who's combative can win the ball and get him back to the attackers there. So that person afterwards, when he was at Iceland, he didn't use a CDM. He used 2 box-to-box.
Yeah.
Right? He used 2 box-to-box midfielders. And Goodman, sir.
Let me just make a quick plug, JD.
Right and left midfielders.
People,
yes,
just
so
put 11.
Attacking and defending.
Marlon, 1 second. People, just put 11 likes on the video. Let's get to 100. 11 likes on the video. Let's get to 100 people. And because you know, say one time in the show, I ask for likes. And it's just to get it over to 100. And we don't have to ask for no more for the rest of the show. 11 more persons in the comment section. Just hit the like button. And we reach 100. 11 more persons.
Yeah, man. People smash the like button on football. We're talking. So we're not feeling the feeling. So support JT. Give man 150 likes. We're not talking about, man.
Yeah,
give man 150 likes. What kind of 100? 150 likes. We have 150 likes, man.
Yeah, but I always just actually after we reach 100, we know say we just lose track of the like button. All right, continue, JD and you guys. They just got to 100. Thank you again, people, for the.
So Pagan says in 6 months' time, we should reach that level. When is the Nations League? When the Nations League will start? It's not 6 months from now. The Nations League is starting immediately
September,
after this, Pagan.
2 months.
So that is the problem, Pagan. So we're not getting any time to go into that phase where we have extra time. Every game that we're playing is going to be national games. So we have to just keep on chopping and changing. So we have to learn along the way. So I think the Nations League will serve as a next I-class friendly, but obviously you have to win the game them just the same. But it's going to serve as I-class friendly as well. So I have to assess during those games to tell you how it's going to go. But I can't promise you that we're going to see all the greatest improvements on the system itself. And for IT push, everybody knows the system and formation ain't the same. We literally told you the functions of the players closing down half presses and spaces. So why you think that we are talking about formation only? Listen well to understand Mr. IT push and not to war.
Also, gentlemen, I think that by the time Nation League come around, I think the coach only going to add maybe about 4 more players to this squad that they have here.
Mm-hmm.
And this is going to be basically the same team playing maybe 4 new players or so. Counting in Pinnock is already on the squad. So I count Pinnock on the squad already. So I may add 4 more pieces to it. And this is a team that's going to basically be the team going forward for the next Nation League and in the next couple months coming forward. Unless somebody gets serious injury. But this is going to be the squad plus 4 more pieces. Don't know who the 4 pieces are. So we got about 4 changes on this team. What do you think about that?
I think it's going to be a long window. It's going to be a long window. It's going to be a long window that's open for people to come in because obviously we have a lot of players. We have a lot of players. Players to come in, and if they have quality, I think you're gonna have change because I don't see the right back spot solidified as yet. You understand me?
That's right. And the midfield. And still even the right and left midfielder areas as well. Yeah, if the coach will stay with his system. So you have players that they will still need. They will need a backup for Bobby Reed, and maybe if you don't want to play Leon Bailey or Danny Demario Gray, you can interchange them in the same role and use 2 right and left midfielder that will give you the real job that you want if he wants to stay with the same system that he's using.
And the left back too, because we need to see arguments not to Gregory yet. When arguments is the Gregory. Yeah, because Gregory offer more going forward and him balance in the defense. Understand me? I think he will add something more to Jamaica team when we're trying to attack. We'll get create more opportunity with him playing. But
at the same time, Bell is a better defender in the back. So that I have a solid, and him love him back. Him love defense first. Him remember I'm a defensive coach basically. So that's great that he might get up. Bell is more stable in the back than Greg. I think. But going forward, Greg better than Bell.
But Pep, we tell you, the best way to defend is to attack, bro.
Okay. He's a pep, man.
The funny thing about it,
you have to eliminate.
Unseen. Amari Bell was an out-and-out attacking merchant, right? It's because Luton changed their system now, right? They're playing a back three, right? So he's playing as a left centre back, right? The centre back got injuries, and that's why he has been playing. So I think remember saying when he came the first game, even the first Gold Cup, when they play against Suriname, person was saying that he's going. As he gets the ball, he and what's the name again? Blair Turgot. Both of them are on that side. Both of them are attacking, right? And that's why person was saying that what's the name again? Josephson was beating me inside out because he was getting caught offside. Since he went to Luton, he has really worked on his defensive shape. Even at Blackburn. He used to get called out at Blackburn enough time for being too attacking.
Yeah, man. I don't think Greg Lee is more attacking than Amari Bell. I think Amari Bell is a better disciplined player. That's why the last time he came here, people thought that he couldn't attack. Amari Bell attacking from centre back in a 3. In the actual qualifiers to come to the Premier League. Go back and watch that unseen. You laugh till you're dead. The man have played some range passes from actual centre back. He's very good going forward, man, but I just believe that we don't have the balance yet.
Nobody said.
I'm not sure that for Jamaica, I don't know.
No, because we don't have the balance. We have to understand, the players, that's how we should not be beating Bobby Reid and them money.
Sorry to cut you though, but respectfully. But to be fair though, even though we don't have the balance, as you say, when Greg Lee played for Jamaica, he showed the attacking prowess,
Yes, but maybe Greg Lee just don't have the discipline as Amari Bell. And that's what I said. The discipline is a problem because sometimes some players look at Bobby Reid. That's the reason why Bobby Reid goes fits in different systems. Bobby Reid was actually a central forward. People never know that. Majority of people never know that. But it's because he keeps on getting more higher level of discipline. That's why he keeps on going lower and lower down the field. And now his IQ improves.
JD, when I use that word discipline, you have to be careful. Because what you're trying to say is that Greg Lee is not disciplined to defend. You understand what I mean? And if you go back and look on Greg Lee game, then
I'm saying. That's the reason why that's the reason why Gregory wasn't getting game time some of the time when he was in Scotland.
About Jamaica team, bro.
Read the file unseen, discipline.
Unseen.
Alright,
I'm just talking in general.
Can I finish?
No, what I'm saying, the reason when he was in Scotland, Aberdeen, he was being called out by journalists for getting caught up of the field most of the time.
Because he has to recover majority of the time and he loses the recoveries then.
All right. But I am saying to you, when he plays for Jamaica, I don't see any indiscipline when he defend. That's what I'm saying to you.
I think because the level of the CONCACAF was not let me not put it there. I think he still has discipline problem.
So
he can't and go forward.
Be careful. You have to be careful when them play for different. You understand? You can't mix it sometimes.
All right, but I think he might have the discipline as Amari Bell, and maybe I just that will happen when people tell Amari Bell something, he does exactly what they ask him to do, and that's why sometimes we criticize them because I think Bobby Reid can play much better. I just believe that he struggles with the role that they gave him.
Yes, JD, I think that's a fair assessment of what you just outlined just now. I think that is fair.
Yeah, but Unseen does want gun attack. Unseen want 11 players attack Barcy. Just a charge.
Come on, everybody have the role and responsibility on the field, man. What I'm saying to you, Greg will give you a different dimension going forward. So if you have in a game where you must win, right? You go there with defensive player, a defensive-minded player, you must win.
No, Unseen, you have system. Look at Pep's system. Look, Pep has the elite system, right? Even though 11 players are contributing to attacking formation, you still see people do defensive functions. Because remember, you're attacking, but closing down spaces is still a part of attacking because if them can't play out, you suffocate them in and you're going to have better ball retention because they have nowhere going. So defense is also a part of attack unseen. So that Pep should have make it easy for people to understand what football is. Because what the man do on the field. So even the main centre back in Pep's 3-2-4-1 system, you realize that he is the main defender, but he has to be stepping in between the two that's in midfield, the first line of midfield, to stop the passing lanes and to close down the half press so nobody can get out. But he's still an attacking phase player, but he's doing the defensive job at the start of the attacking phase. Because once you close it and get the ball, now attack no unseen. You understand me? So it's the way we interpret the football.
Attacking opponents not half in game.
Okay, so when you're half press the field, you start in our opponent's half. So when you close it down right there, so the centre back, even the middle centre back, which is what's his name again? From Portugal. Diaz, he becomes an attacking player as well. You understand me? So sometimes you can't just say, because them players go forward, that means them attack. No, even holding the lane and closing half spaces is a form of attack as well, because you close it down to start attack.
You know, when you have the ball, right? The team have the ball, you automatically become the attacking team, right?
When the team have the ball, you automatically become the attacking team. So then why you just says attacking?
If you have the ball in your opponent, if you have the ball in your half, it is called attack in own half. When you have the ball in the opponent's half, now it's called attack in opponent.
If I hear him just say, repeat what me just say. No?
Yeah, man, I just make it clear so the people understand the term, JD. That's
okay. Because but we are trying to negate what the player function is.
The term proper so people
okay, proper term unseen, as if me no go to school and learn the term as well.
Yeah. No, people have different terms. I mean the same thing, you know. But me I give them the European term. IT say me I take over your show, so me I go down right here and make J Taylor do him thing. So sorry, J Taylor. J Taylor want we teach the people.
I'm done talk. So let IT push come up and talk. You know, make him talk about him JC players them. And that
a JC IT, we go say IT a JC IT go.
Unseen friend, man.
Yeah, man. But as for the
man, big up IT push.
Yeah, man. As for the Nations League, though, I think if Jamaica, we're turning the corner, and as I said, I spoke to someone yesterday, and he said about 8 English-based players supposed to come in, which is about 4 or 5 for the under. No, JD, 4 or 5 for the under 20s.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, for the under 20s, 4 or 5. They're trying to get the striker at Everton. I didn't even know him. A young striker. I spoke about Ian Frey, and the person called a name where I'm like, whoa, okay, then this kid comes right now. He's Ian Frey. I got just rest for a bit. May I tell you? So that's what they're working on. And then obviously that youngster from Arsenal. And they're letting me know that Omari Hutchinson is actually a go. He's gonna be coming back for Jamaica.
But the man never gone away.
Yeah, no, for me, cause me still remember saying catchy hat, you know. Him no put on the cap yet, him catchy hat. You see me? Him no get cap for Jamaica yet. Until him get cap, then me say Omari is in the bag. But the one thing when me disappointed in is saying that Isaac Hayden has now decided to play for Jamaica. I don't know how I feel about that, JD. I feel like it can be a potential.
JD, let go your ego, man. Let go your ego.
I know me ego, JD. You may say JD. I'm saying, let's say Isaac Hayden come, the interview him to pop up on the internet. You have a lot of local players or other people see it and now start saying that, hey, a man will say him have no relation to Jamaica, I play for Jamaica, and some people can't get a call.
Listen to the word of the player, JT. The guy said, I don't have the relation to the country. That's one thing. And he would feel sad to take someone else's game, that it means more to them. So that means education could have actually changed the way. So you have to come and inform him as to what he's doing, and he's not taking someone's game. So maybe now he saw others going there, he has more affinity towards the thing because he's learning more every single day. So sometimes that's what I said, JT, they have a leg of the ego, because I just I believe I say, someone turn me down. That's all.
No, is that the ego as well, JT?
No, it's turn me down.
JT, watch this. One match and him score a goal. Nobody not busy about that video there.
Yeah. You feel so? But what I'm saying is, as well, and he's a player that cannot stay injury free. He's an injury prone player. And I felt like he should have realized and come to a realization quicker that he's not going to make it for England. You can't even stay on the field for your club. So.
Jay Taylor.
Yeah.
Jay Taylor. At the time when he got injured, the only better CDM in England was Kevin Phillips. Calvin Phillips was the only one who was better than him there at the time, playing better than him, right? And personally, I understand this, and I had as I said, I had felt nowhere with the letter that the message he sent to Simon. And if he run a whole of them, may support him, because everything was smooth until he got injured. Nobody from JFF ever reached out to him and say, how's the recovery going? Right? And he always said, if he played for Jamaica, it's because of Devon. Devon was the only person who kept contact with him and check up on him and stuff like that. So we have to also remember that when the man gets fit now, people are going to start jump and say, Isaac Hayden. Right? If he tell him go to hell, I support him with that. But guess what? Jamaica need Isaac Hayden more than Isaac Hayden need Jamaica.
I think Isaac Hayden needs Jamaica more than Jamaica needs Isaac Hayden. I think it's the other way around, Marlon. At this point of his career,
Isaac Hayden can take Jamaica to a different level, right? He can still play and collect £60,000 a week, same way, right? So coming to Jamaica,
but he's
Jamaica
not even playing, Marlon. He's never on the field. When last has Isaac Hayden played a full season of football?
Right? When he's on the field, he's still getting paid.
But what I'm saying, so what you're saying, Marlon, him getting paid, we need him more, and the fact that he's not even playing, he's not even on the field. For me, he's a little miniature Kevin Stewart. Not staying injured, and it seems like that CDM position comes with a lot of injury.
The guy got two injuries. The guy got one injury, one ligament damage, right? With reoccurrence of it again last season, right? So that's the same injury they have. That's the one injury the guy have out his career. The same Stewart is two different things.
Yeah, I just think he's overhyped.
Like Liam Moore had a ligament damage and he came back too early, and it reoccurrence happened again.
Yeah, I think Isaac Hayden is a player where, as JD said, believe me, JD, it's not ego. I feel like we have to put down the gauntlet and put a stop as well. And put some. If our team builds up to a point, we have to also value our team. You see what I'm saying? We have to value our team to a point where players have to know that playing for Jamaica is also a gift. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like he has passed his best. He has passed his peak, and he's been approached.
JT, he walks in this field, and in Jamaica starting him over Latibodier and over Lambert Willis.
He walks in.
Right now, walks in over both of them. Because guess what? He has what the coach needs. Can attack, can defend, and he will take you out of that midfield. Range of passes, he's a better passer than both of them. Right? He's better with the ball. Better in attack, better in defense.
Okay, so I guess the people are saying we need him. We are not at that point. Jerusalem, they're saying we need him. We need him. I feel like we probably should just look to get younger in that position. Because I'm looking at the amount of years how much years we can get out of Isaac Hayden. Because for me, every time I read about Isaac Hayden, it's been injuries. And it's like back in probably 2017, 2018 was the last time he probably had some good seasons. But ever since that, I just injury, knee injury, this, that. He's down, he's out for 6 weeks, he's out for this, he's out. Similar like Kevin Stewart, but maybe it's me where that position comes with players getting banged up a lot. Maybe the CDM position comes with a level of physicality where it put down players for a period of time. But it seems that Isaac Hayden, and based on what my source is saying, there's some pretty good options as well, some young options that can come through in the program. Because I do like Latibo there in that position, but the individual is saying that when Isaac comes, Latibo there should be pushed out to the right back position.
Yeah.
So
JT, sorry. JT.
Yeah, I'm hearing you. But
yeah, man. I think he rubbed wrong with that interview. What he said, because I think he's a really good player, but because of what he said, I think he rubbed wrong. So you're not really looking at the upside of him. You know, because the young players could have even come and learn from him. Go ahead, man. Yeah, man. I would say agreeing with you that interview kind of overshadows my thinking. I'm not afraid to say that, brother. Because even talking about young players, the young players can even come and learn from him because he is cemented in his position as well.
The guy just being honest. He was being honest. It's the same thing like Tridine. Tridine said no, he was want to play for Jamaica, and the man have a reason why he said that. We can't beat him. At the time he said that, remember say also said that he still have a try, feel that he can still be the English team. Right? Which I couldn't blame him for at the time, because at the time Declan Rice wasn't really up there as yet. So it was, once he saw Calvin Phillips not in the team, I think in his mind he said, I can still make it. 25 going 26. Right? But he said, however, if it doesn't work out, if it's an option and he's still here at 28, he will consider it.
Jaros, Ethan Leard, I don't know he went down to the championship. I think he gotten a bit cold. I haven't heard anything about him. I don't think players like that will be making it back up to the Prem. They have to do something exceptional. Because when you're a young talent, one of the few players in the past 2 years that has gone down to the championship, he went to Crystal Palace. What's that guy named Gallagher? He didn't go down to the championship, right, Marlon? He went to Crystal Palace and then they took him back at Chelsea.
Gallagher back at Chelsea, same way.
Yeah. There's not a lot of players, Marlon, will go down to the championship and come back up to one of those top 5 clubs. You have to be really, really good for them loan you out to the championship and you make it back up. I rarely see that happen.
But at the same time, Max Aarons is still here saying and still saying that he can play for England. So
let him play.
But I think if you're looking at right back still, I think Max Aarons would have been Max Aarons and Jed Spence are the two that would have taken.
But didn't Ethan Leard get loaned out, Marlon? Is he back there now?
Yeah, man. He's at Birmingham City now.
So Aaron Campbell say somebody has say he's still at Man U. He's still at Man U on the books, but he's loaned out, right?
He's signed a contract. He's no longer a Man U player, just like Deshae Bernard.
Oh, see? He's no longer a Man U player here. So I say it's Birmingham City, and Birmingham City is what? League One? Championship. And is he starting there?
I see the start in the sign last week.
Okay, so where was he last season?
QPR under Paul Hall, tutelage.
Okay, man. If Paul Hall, we would have bagged him up, Paul Hall was still on board, we would have bagged him up.
He had 5 of them there, and I don't see no of them. There was no mention of all of them. There's the centre back is here same way.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a midfielder there. Right? Mm-hmm. Jamalo was here at the same time. So, and there's another young kid there as well. But I think what Leard is a better defender than the rest of them. But I think he'd have to come in and fight to get a game with even Browning, because these guys are at the international level. They have proven themselves already. Right? And I think
about Ethan Leard?
Please.
You're talking about Ethan Leard?
Yeah, man.
I think he would. I think his only competition would be Lembekisa. I don't think Brown would push him at all. So you still believe in Brown as one of the futures?
No, it's not a matter of believing him, but guess what? Italy have to come. Remember saying Latibo is an international player. Lambakis is an international player. The player that will come and really put them aside, as I said, like a Max Scherzer or Jess Spence, is a guy in Holland, right, at final. He's the only man who will come and walk over them because he has more to his game than all of them. If you're talking,
they haven't contacted him. I haven't heard anything about him.
Well, he's somebody that has been really spoken highly of.
And Reese Nelson, people, they still haven't made contact with Reese Nelson. I don't know if the coach did, but nobody else in the circle hasn't made contact with Reese Nelson. I remember the last time I told you guys, but he should be here. I think when that contact is made, we should get him here. You know what I mean? When that contact is made, because I don't see Reese Nelson getting a call up for England anytime soon. Anytime. Reese Nelson would have to be a miracle. And he said that he might leave Arsenal, right?
So he signed a contract extension for 2028. So he has 4 to 5 more years at Arsenal. Long-term contract.
Okay, but is he going out on loan?
No, man, he's got. You're not going to extend somebody contract on loan, JT.
Loan them out, right? Yeah.
I send them out on loan. Huh?
Okay.
You're really upgrading his salary and give him an extension contract. You're not going to send him out on loan.
Okay, good. Because when me hear, I think I saw somebody post that, and I was like, no, because players like Reese Nelson, I don't want them get loaned up. I don't want, there's certain, and also Omari Hutchins. I know people want Omari Hutchins to get playing time, but I didn't want Omari Hutchins to go on loan. To be honest, to be brutally honest, I didn't want Omari Hutchins to get loaned out. All right, Preacher just joined the thing. Preacher. Yo, your mic, I don't think your mic is not connected, Preacher. So you potentially have to just jump on and click back on. Whenever we're not seeing your mic, that means you're not connected. So jump off. It happens for a lot of people on their first go around. So just jump off and jump back on the thing. Let me read some comments while Preacher tries to sort that out. Jerome 876 says, keeping your options open is different from saying that you don't want to play for a nation you feel no connection to. Hayden Figuan, wait for England. Don't come here and make the xenophobia worse. Yeah, this is what I'm trying to say. Same way Jerome 6. I think it's gonna cause a division, brother. If people go see that, it's going to cause a division. It's going to cause a division, and that's my problem with it. It's not about the player not able to play. I just believe it's gonna rub people the wrong way. Like they must say, it's as we're saying, it's like a man get a girl we never want him, you know, and in family I want him. I say, she never want you, and then she come and she left you. It's just like there's a little thing to it where Winston Williams say, if you're not born in Jamaica, does not mean you are unpatriotic. If yes, that means you are your teammates were unpatriotic. That's what he's saying there. Brown leaked too much. He hardly tackles, says IT Push. Manning's man them contact him, says that blah blah blah. Teams can add new players to their squads after qualifying for World Cup. The floodgates will open, said Lawrence. He signed long term, no loan. That's good, man. That's what more here, Joyce Fisher. We need to make to call soon. JT, paperwork can take a long time to process. Yeah, man, we need to make that move, man. No Jamaican should say they don't feel no connection. That shows that why people not really in support of these English-born players. Yeah, I believe it's gonna cause a problem, bro. I believe he's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem of what it seems like. You see me? I say what it seems like. Pagan say, why no loan JT? Like those players, I believe that they can sometimes go on loan and get lost in the system, and then them start become these players who just start move around. You see me I say, Pagan, that's what I'm saying. Like when you have certain good young talent, sometimes them get lost. Them go down on loan. The amount of player where we know we go on loan and you know hear gunfire about them again because they got lost in the championship or them bounce around here, they end up a League One and maybe them team get promoted and them shift around again. So Omari Hutchins, Reese Nelson, those two players, I actually don't want them to get loaned out. I rather them stay on the bench and work their way into the first team. To be honest, more than loan out, but a lot of people would say the upside of going on a loan would be much better because they then would have the opportunity to play a lot more first team football. So there is two sides to it, so I have to also look at it that way. Rebars, I agree, JT. I don't feel this Hayden dude. This guy seems annoyed when contacted before. Just like even Ivan Toney. Based on how Ivan Toney handled the thing, like I wouldn't want Ivan Toney to come if he wasn't capped. I just believe that the team with the coach I build, there's certain players that I don't feel that we want players who comes in with a certain energy, brother. It's a certain energy we want. That's why I say we want players come in and talk about the team like Lambi Kisa, them talk about it.
From JFF contacted Ivan Toney about representing. Did a coach or anybody contact Ivan Toney?
No coach ever contacted him?
Hmm?
Well, you said no coach never contacted him?
Did somebody from the coaching staff reach out to him?
Mm-hmm. No, I'm asking you. Up and running Jamaica gonna.
When persons are saying Ivan Toney, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is the thing, and I have no problem with him, and I'm happy that he went to play for England, right? When persons are young and they make themselves available to represent teams, right? That's why Ali Watkins, even when Ali Watkins got the Premier League and Percy Wesley, the guy said, no, when I was young and I'm crying out for Jamaica, nobody was. It's the same thing. Ben Godfrey. Even Ben Godfrey to really consider play for Jamaica now. That means the guy have Jamaica at his heart. When the guys were young and the guys they wanted to play, nobody didn't take any interest in them.
But some of those players, man. But I think we're on a good path right now, Marlon. No, we just need to bring them in slowly. One by one. Somebody said Topper stop enough quality players. Yeah, I think Topper, remember, so that's what we talked about with Marlon last night, that the Topper people's skill wasn't that great and we kind of missed some opportunities there. But we saw Paul Hall came in too and we saw that it's a process to get these players in the team. But looking at this Nation League group, I don't see Jamaica struggling. Because I think Jamaica is missing 3 to 4 pieces, as I said. 3 to 4 pieces and we can become a more balanced team and have depth on the bench. Preacher, you're there now, Preacher, because your mic is there now, so you can unmute. Preacher, just hit the unmute button on your mic. Okay, I wonder if is that Pastor? Yo, your mic is muted, bro. You have to hit unmute. I guess he was figure it out. Webley, what do you think? Do you think Jamaica should struggle in this Nations League? Because for me, I'm looking forward for as I said, I want Jamaica to test their stuff against the top dogs in Copa America. That's the tournament. For me, Copa America is the mini World Cup for us, bro. I think that's where Jamaica can make our name on the international stage.
You said it earlier. You said it earlier that Jamaica should deal with the Nation League. When I look at the group, first when I look at the group, I look at the side that we have now. And we look at the potential. We say potential. We use the word signing in this aspect. Signing that we can have to play for Jamaica. When you look at, we probably might possibly get Gibbs White, possibly Isaac Ian, possible, just look at all those possibilities. Even with the side that we have now, we're supposed to deal with the Nation League away. When you reach the Copa America now, it's what a big player want to come. If Jamaica ever win this Gold Cup, brother, I don't think the other side can beat it.
Segue now one question.
Sorry.
Go on, Webley.
Me hear Craig Butler say Jamaica can win the World Cup, but it sounded far-fetched at the time. But I'm saying if Jamaica win this Gold Cup, the amount of top class players who want to play for Jamaica, bro, it's gonna hard for side to beat us with this coach that we have. That's my take.
I want to ask a question to everybody in the comment section and in the chat. You think there's a time where we have to just hold down and ease down on the amount of players we bring in? Or just let me know. Is there a time where you think we can over-recruit to where we become a bit too chaotic? Let me know, Preacher. Preacher, you ready to speak?
No, I don't think so. Because the team is in a rebuilding state, and we need to look on the players them going forward to the World Cup. So I don't think so. And we need the players them from now. Whatever is happening, that from now. All of the batch of the players them for forward in like now. The best set of players them.
But So what do you think, Jamaica and Ghana? You think is there a time? I'm talking about looking ahead, to where we recruit. We have a team that's playing well. We have some depth. Do you think we're gonna come up to a point where we have to actually just really dial back on just bringing in everybody and just too many players?
Blessed day, J. Taylor.
Yeah, man.
Blessed to the panel, people them in I Discord. Blessed to people them in I chat. Good day, good night, good afternoon, anyway at all night world I pick up this broadcast from. To answer your question, me not really look so far ahead, You know me I look for right now. I see the coach, coach building something. I was on this platform previously, J. Taylor. You can attest to this when I was saying that people were reading too much into the practice games.
Yep.
And practice games are meant to do exactly that. They're meant to practice.
Guna, you have to give me my props now, Guna. Guna, you have to give me my props. When I did that about the night, when I said to you, Lambert, have to start when the Gold Cup start.
Yeah. I'll show you now.
You remember I said maybe the coach start him a centre back.
Remember, I was even disagreeing with you because I was saying I liked him better as a centre half. But he has proven me wrong, which is good, But yeah, man, and so when I realized the coach is trying to build something, and I said the practice matches, he used them to do exactly what a practice match is for. To practice, to see players in different positions, to try out tactics, to try out formations, to see what a player can offer so that you can add them to your little jigsaw we are trying to put together in your mind, your philosophy. And based on that now, what we're seeing now is the results of that. So those practice games were meant to to fine tune what we have now, and then and formulate a system which you can see the team is growing. And during tournaments, you want a team to grow. You don't want to start with a bang and then fizz out. You want to basically grow as the tournament progresses. So our team is getting better. We're playing better with every match. It is maybe a coincidence that we are progressively playing worse teams because we play the best team in our group first, and then the second best team away from us would have been Trinidad in terms of opponents, and then St. Kitts. But our team is improving as it goes along, and you only can beat who is in front of you. So kudos to the coach. I think the coach deserves a lot of credit into how the team is playing, and we are not playing the world optimistic, orthopedic football technique, which we've been blinded by. Hurt me eyeball for many years where we can't, and you see it being displayed clearly in the CSC games, and that is where we have to try weed out a Jamaica football from the grassroots. The coach is trying to play some football. The coach is trying to put on the ball and make the ball and then play some ball. Andre Blake in the goal, he's getting better with his foot. So obviously, it's the coach working on that, and I have to give him, as I said, he's a goalkeeper that I rate highly. As I said, I think he's the best goalkeeper Jamaica has ever seen. So I think the team is progressively growing. Now, whether or not we can win the Gold Cup is the first step that I'm looking at, and I think we can. I think we have the team to do it. I think we especially have the attack to do it. So I think if there's going to be any failings, it's going to be in the defense. Now, you realize that in this competition, we have scored in every match. Jamaica has traditionally struggled to score goals.
now we're finding ourselves scoring goals, and you have to give a lot of kudos to the team and to the coach for that as well, because we're scoring some goals. Regardless of who is in front of, we're scoring some goals. And we're scoring good goals as well, some nice team goals, and it looked good, it looked nice. So so progressing wise, I think we are looking at a bright future. We want to basically have this as our core, and then have some pieces that we may want to fit. We may want to get some more improvements in the middle of the park, both at defensive midfield and at the creative end as well. I think we have Omar Hutchinson, who people see as a number 10, but predominantly has performed as a winger for a lot of his career. I guess as a winger and a central attacking midfielder, but up high front part there. So we have that. We also maybe need some recruiting, as I said, in the middle of the park, some ball-playing midfielders, some right there. So we have a good right back now, a young right back who's going to serve us for the next 10 years, hopefully. We have Amari Bell, who's now going to be a Premier League player, who is, and you still have Taxi performing in the MLS. So probably we can get another year out of Taxi, or get another left back can come in. So we have improvements to be made. So we're bringing Deshaun Bernard, Latibo there. So we are now looking at a core of a profile. If you look at the coach and see who's trying to recruit, he's recruiting a specific profile of players. And if the coach continues along this line, I think so by the time World Cup comes around, we're going to America have to go run up and down like Madans with them big team, because we're gonna have a coach who's gonna be able to set up his team to not lose. And if you hear ESPN, I hear these people who are commenting on our Fox and I'm commenting on Jamaica's team. When you hear the perspective of Jamaica's team from somebody else who is a competitor, like an American commentator, you will hear them saying Jamaica has always had the talent, but it's some degree of naivety has chipped in at some point during our campaign. So this time around, I am confident in the coach. I think I see what he's trying to get at. He sets up his team to not lose and then win. And he's not trying to do the counter-attacking game. You notice he changed it up during the game. He changed formation during the game. He changed roles during the game. And that shows you that's one of the biggest qualities of a coach. If you look at Pep Guardiola and those great coaches, you see them change tactics during the game, because as the game evolves, you change tactics to facilitate that. So I think this coach is a gift, and we can do a lot of trouble with this coach at the helm.
All right, because Guna, me and you haven't chopped it up since the Gold Cup start. We talked about some football after that game against Jordan. No, as I said, the press conference. Guna, you still never give me a feedback on the press conference, you know, because you know, so you're going to give me the honest opinion. The people must say me ask the question wrong. Some people say me ask the question right. What I do want to know from you, do you think it's because you were in media in Jamaica, you wrote for the newspaper.
Yeah, I used to be in media before.
All right. I want you to state whether or not I asked the questions wrong, and I think it helped, as Leon Bailey is a change man. I said, Guna, we can see that Leon Bailey has progressed. He has performed better in the second game against Trinidad. Performed exceptionally well. He got the man of the match for me in the last game. However, going up against now a quality opponent, I need to see that performance that Leon Bailey has the last game, then I'm convinced. Let me know what you think.
That was a question?
Yeah. What you think about the press conference? Was the question in off? Because you know, so you're going to just tell me straight from a media perspective.
No, I think the question in itself was okay. I don't see anything wrong with the question though. It is the lead up. It's like you're saying the coach was doing some things where I think the word that you used was not making any sense.
No, all over the place.
All over the place. All over the place. That is the question. The all over the place term is not polite. But the question in itself, there's nothing wrong with the question. It's just the lead into the question. I wouldn't have termed it. I wouldn't have phrased it that way, leading up to the question.
Okay.
Because it seems as if you're trying to undermine the coach in that regard. Okay. You know, you have to understand who you have to put things into context. If you take a shark out of the sea and put him in one tree, him not do nothing. So the environment change. Him can't do nothing if you put him in a tree. If you take a lion and drop him in a big like sea, him can't do nothing either. Big bad lion will yam up everybody in the plains. If you take him and drop him in a sea, him can't do nothing. So it's the environment. So sometimes it's not the object alone you have to look at, it's just the environment surrounding the object. And we're talking about a player who is we have to deal with Bailey with a little more respect. And I think a lot of people think that by respecting Bailey, you're being a bootlick or you're kissing up to them. But I don't know how it becomes so extreme. You can be respectful without kissing up. I can be respectful to you. You can be respectful to me. I mean, I gotta kiss your foot and you don't have to kiss mine. I mean, no one kiss my foot. I mean, no man kiss my foot. So the point I'm trying to make is this. Leading up to the question, I wouldn't phrase it that. I was in total disagreement with that, but the question in itself, if you isolate the question, there was nothing wrong with the question. The question was actually a decent enough question, but the leading up, I think, was a little off-putting.
All right, fair enough. No, as I said, the two games, Leon Bailey improved versus Trinidad, start passing the ball, came into his own in the last game against St. Kitts. No, I would say those two opponents were mediocre opponents. Now we face a more quality opponent or more worthy opponent. I'm saying I need one of those performances from Leon Bailey for me to say Leon Bailey has finally kicked on now in international football.
That's good. That's very good, my bro. I wanted to see it as well. He performed very well in the last game against, as you said, mediocre opponents. And nothing is wrong with that. As I said, you have to play who is in front of you. There are many footballers who are super famous who only performed against weaker teams. But when they buck a weaker team, them score 5 goals, 6 goals, or whatever. So it doesn't matter. It is just playing well when your team needs you. And in this quarterfinal match forthcoming, I think St. Leon Bailey need to step up again because he has been stepping up. And as I said to you, bro, you have to give respect where respect is due. He has been stepping up. He has been putting in his effort. He has been trying to be a leader on the pitch. You know what I mean? He's trying to organize things. He is our local born star boy who is that liaison between the local culture and mindset and the professional mindset. So he is the connects between a Kaim Paris and a Demari Gray. Okay. He is that bridge between. He's operating in the number 1 league in the world. Okay. So and there are over 400 leagues in the world. So he's operating in the number 1 league of all leagues in the world. So he's on the top. He's at the elite level of football right now at this point, and that is why I said that people should give him some more respect. So regardless of saying he has not performed for Jamaica and hasn't done his best, you can see that he's a dude that goes out there and leaves it all on the pitch. He's not going out there and trying to avoid challenges or trying not to dribble or trying not to do stuff and trying to cower away from the ball or anything like that. He's taking up the mantle, and sometimes by taking up the mantle, he's maybe taking up a little bit too much. So that puts him under additional pressure as well. So, and he's a professional, so we have to give him credit for that as well. So the ball has stepped up and has done his talking on the pitch as he should have. That is what he should do, and he's gone out there and he's done well, and he's led us. I think I would agree with you when I said that he was the man of the match in the last game, brother. Him torment the man, them, bro.
Yeah, he was.
You know what I mean? The man them couldn't hold him. So I would say he has stepped up now. Now we're reaching the quarterfinal phase. We have Guatemala to face now. I predict that we're going to book Guatemala on the head side because we always beat them more times than not. So I am more saying book Guatemala right now, give them a 3 or 4 and go into the semifinals, whoever we face, with a lot of confidence. And if Jamaica reach the semifinals, I'm okay with that. We don't have to reach the finals for me to be okay. Ideally, I would want us to win the Gold Cup. If we reach the semifinals with this team, where people are complaining about gel, like them feel like it's a hairdressing parlor, we not gel yet and we not do this yet. The team is progressively growing, and that is what you want, especially in a tournament, my bro. Look back on how Argentina win the World Cup recently, a few months ago. Argentina win the World Cup by losing a match to Saudi Arabia, bro. Come on. So let's put things into perspective and stop being like we think super, like we're Superman. Come, let's be realistic now. We can win this Gold Cup. We have the team to do it. But can we pull it off when it matters most is the question that everybody has asked, and we're hoping that we can get a positive answer for.
Yeah, man. For me, a semi-final berth for Jamaica it's enough for me. It's enough for me. A semi-final berth is enough for me. I don't. If we don't win the Gold Cup, you're not gonna see me saying, "Yo, look how Jamaica no win the Gold Cup and Great. I think Guna, if we reach a semi-final, I think we overachieve. If based on how fast.
I feel like if Guatemala beat I think there's a problem. But if we beat Guatemala and reach our semis, I think everybody would expect Jamaica to reach the semis. Remember, we're playing against a weakened Canadian team, we're playing against a weakened USA team. Those are the big side them in our region, plus Mexico. Mexico still is the favorites. Mexico still is the team to beat. Mexico still is playing good football and looking very good and dangerous. Especially on the wings and them things there. So them still is a dangerous side. Them all right. So if we're going to look at any side where we can say we're on par with, or any side where we can beat, it has to be Mexico to be a major target. Because to me, I think America scrape a draw. Because we book them on them head side. Remember, we had a missed penalty in that game. So we book America on them head side there. So this past time should have been the time when we finally break that something and beat America on the ground.
So America use money every year, man. So that spell like a break.
Yeah, dog. But after if you say you can beat everybody else around, but it's when you have to reach, you have to beat at least one or two or are the big boss them. So right now we have Canada and I think based on our team and the players that called into this Ghost Cup squad, I think even when Canada put up them first team, I think we're comparable with Canada. I think we're battling for third with Canada when they put up them first team. So, and I think Mexico is in the rebuilding phase. So I think we can get at Mexico more so than any other time before, because we played well against them recently when we played them in the Azteca. So you know what I mean? Jamaica is growing, and I'm really enjoying watching it. I'm enjoying the football as well. It's not just winning games, but I'm enjoying how the team is playing. The team looks united. You see players covering for each other. You know what I mean? It's not a bag of cussing, it's not a bag of wave and bag of SYM. It's like how the team look, bro. And I don't think people talk about this enough. We're talking about the win, but I don't think people talking about the unity on display from the team and how the team celebrate when a goal is scored. Everybody come together, and it's just people have to pay attention to these small things which makes a team a team. It's not just winning on the football pitch; it's also unity of it.
And Guna, me have to give like Lee and Bailey the heads up for that, because him really, as I say, when they check everything coming up. Ali and Bailey really start all of this when they check the whole thing and the whole the movements to the team.
Yeah, having a marquee
the progress
player.
of Lee and Bailey going like from the Bundesliga to the English League now. I think he's really the man. That's why everybody is up on him for do this and do that. But I think him still putting him 110. Him one of the only forward when I see come back, make some serious tackle, fit on the field. So, man, not really bash Bailey as I say, the key man in the team.
You forget two of them, you know what I mean? Dan.
Yeah.
You forget two of them, lash them, man. Where you say, brother? Lee and Bailey are the only forward you see we run back for Jamaica. Come on, my G.
My work, man, not say him is the only one, but two people that bash him, them not really talk from other performance from him, like what him do. He missed the penalty.
I will say him, Dan. Go back on the heads up here. But I think Bailey, I think you have a player on the side named Bobby Reid, and people don't even see where Bobby Reid enough at the time. Now by the time Bobby Reid run and cover back the defense and them something. So that is why it's so essential. Team is about balance. So you have to have balance. You can't have everybody do the same thing. So you have to have a man where dedicate himself to do A and another man will dedicate himself to do B. So that is how the team synergy works. If you watch all we watch club football, all we follow club football and we have a club and rotate it. If you watch how the man them play when them playing like the elite level, you realize that them work for each other. That is one. And you realize that people have specific jobs and people work better with a certain person. So like say for instance Bailey, Bailey run back, but Bailey is not a worker like say a Bobby Reid.
Exactly.
But Bailey has qualities Bobby Reid don't have. Bobby Reid have quality Bailey doesn't have. And if you hear what the coach said, the coach is saying, basically, I have a lot of tools in my tool pan that I can utilize and you know, switch around a little thing and things. So the players, the attack that we have and the fluency of our attack, which I had said. You remember me saying to you, Jay Taylor, say, yo, I hope the coach allowed them to be fluent. You realize that there was a point during the course of the game where Bailey was all over the place. He was on the left, he was on the right, he was in the middle, he was at striker, he was all over the place because the coach gave him a free role. And he had the engine to do it. So if you had watched like Bailey when he was at Genk, this is how he used to play. You know? He used to run up and down all over the place. So, but basically, certain coaches want you to stay in a specific zones. So when you see him play at Aston Villa, it might be a different Bailey that you get when you play for Jamaica. Once you have a system that the baller can fit into, and you give the baller in directives them and say, baller, this is what we want you to do. When you go out, let's go shift up them and you salad them and pile them. If you see the baller out there shift up and salad and pile, you might be thinking he's doing it out of individuality, but you are not aware that the coach actually gave him those instructions.
We know that.
And Guna, this was the first game that I saw Leon Bailey for Jamaica look like the player at his club. That St. Kitts game, Leon Bailey looked like the Leon Bailey that I saw at Leverkusen and one of those games this season at Aston Villa. He just looked like the club player.
No, it's not even Aston Villa. I will correct you, Jay Taylor. It's not Aston Villa.
Yeah.
It's within the coaching of Unai Emery. When Steven Gerrard did a coach side, the man never had a place, bro. Because Steven Gerrard don't know how to use a baller, bro. So as I'm saying to you, it's just systems. Unai Emery come in now and say, here we go. Go up there and shift and salad them, man. Then the man just go up there and shift and salad some man and dash to someone about some part. And the man say, man, that's a coach in my work offer. So when you have a coach coming in like Al Grimson now, right? And coach forward in and coach and say, him have the directives them can get the ball. Remember, we're talking about a professional footballer in MFG. We're talking about an elite level footballer, you know, who's playing in the #1 league across the entire planet, you know. Just remember that, you know, bro. So we're not talking about a little man we don't have one part of playing in the league or rated 200 and odd. We're talking about a man who is at the top of the game, right up at the top. So this man have a coach, we're forward in, we got a World Cup already, we got Euros that cause problems. So this man I got come and the man can talk the same language. The man can come to him and say, Leon, I want you to operate in and around the number 10. And the baller know exactly what to do.
Yep.
While another coach maybe could have that acumen to convey that message to the baller if the baller can understand. So he will not perform. So lower him. What happened on that specific coach? Let's read the Bailey from, let's say, Al Grimson's reign and see what Bailey are we gonna get. And I'm very confident in this Bailey that we're seeing because we have a coach who have the coaching acumen who can communicate his message effectively to a baller who can read his message effectively, which is an elite level footballer. You understand what I say?
Yes. And people, Leon Bailey, Emery is one of the first coach I've seen that turn around a side that quickly. It took 2 games. He took 2 games and every player at Aston Villa knew what they needed to do. And I think Jaime Hallgrimson did that as well. His first game, 2 training sessions, Argentina, Jamaica looked okay. We looked like we were there for a result. And those are the games where you go and lay down and just say, yo, we just take the 2-0 or 3-0 and go home. And Jamaica went to the USA, New Jersey and competed. Again, went to Mexico for the result. Jamaica went out there for the result. The United States game. Because I was a bit concerned when the coach come in. My only concerns were that looking back at the Iceland game, this coach always sets up very defensively and he looks very sound in defense. So I didn't know if he's going to try to do that here or play on the front foot. But then I recall him saying that Jamaica has more talent than Iceland. So I think now he has some of the tools with like a Demarai Gray. And people, we still haven't seen the game I still haven't seen Demarai Gray from Everton yet. I've seen Demarai Gray in first gear. For me, Demarai Gray is still in first gear. Look at him face. Him just look like, yeah, I'm out here, I'm doing it. It's whatever. Them call me up. I can do this. It's international football, you know what I'm saying, mate. You know, I got it. I got this, mate. You know, the lads, the man here out here, yeah. We got this, innit? Like him just got that little vibe there. It's not, you know. I not see that the weakness there yet.
Much. I hear him say, oh, should I be more ruthless out there on the field? Next time we have to be more ruthless. and score more
from a
than them
coach.
thing them want from the player them.
That more you from a coach too. Ruthless. And as you say, Stefan, same thing Guna say, same thing me say. Semi-finals for Jamaica. All right, brother. It's something to build on. Because if you even look at the September window, we're going to have the players at least 4 days before. 4 days before the game against Honduras. And then we're going to kick on to Haiti. So we're going to get some time to build up that cohesion again some more. And then October, again, we get some more time to build up. And then going into the Copa America, we should start to see what our team look like for the World Cup qualifiers. Copa America, we should start seeing a bulk of our team and start kind of predict how Jamaica is going to play games in the Copa America.
Right. Just let me add something there, JT. I watch it now. You see, we were on this platform when we got the news that Demarai Gray was going to play for Jamaica. We were on this platform. You remember?
Yeah.
The day when it broke, when we put up the thing where I play pool.
Yeah.
All right, are we there, so? And you remember I told you about Demarai Gray. The thing with him is this. Two things going to contribute. He's going to look in the defender eyeball and take him on. He's very direct. So he pick up the ball, look in your face and run at you.
Yeah.
Now, that is a very scary prospect with a man with a blistering pace and a lot of trickery. Now, look at the Jamaica side with, let's say Jamaica getting a Reece Nelson. We will have a Bailey on one wing, Demarai Gray on the next wing, and the Reece Nelson more than likely coming off the bench.
Mm-hmm.
Cool? We have people who are very direct. Bailey used to be very direct as well, He's just learned and he can adjust in game. He can be direct if he needs to be, and he can be more, knock off the ball and move in a space if he needs to be. But him started out, if you look at him at Genk, he used to pick up the ball and just run at people.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But after a while, they may figure out if he's a one-trick pony, so he have to change up in game, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Demarai Gray is like that. He pick up the ball and run at people. Now, with his pace and trickery, you cause a lot of problems for a lot of teams in CONCACAF. And if you hear people say CONCACAF is a tough place to play football because it's hard, it's aggressive, it's hot.
And the referees.
Ball forward and do the do. That's what professionals do. Demarai Gray forward and he has added a new dimension. And what he has done is he has made Bailey know that, listen, me say Amanda right there, so we speak me and him can talk the same language, him have a lift me game. We're talking about two elite level players playing on two wings in Jamaica. Now, just imagine that. And then if we were to get in, let's say, even the Union Morgan Gibbs, they will play for Nottingham Forest, the big A's youth for Nottingham Forest. England I try all on the ball, but man look like him like Jamaica dog. If the man even decides him to go forward and come play for we can World Cup the right on the corner. I remember saying him there weird on the pecking order in England, but them all do try call him in the national team and cap him. You see me? But if they the forward and say him to play for Jamaica, Morgan Gibbs White or something like that.
Yeah.
And big A's youth. If the man forward and say I'm gonna play for Jamaica, brother, imagine Jamaica going forward with an attack such as that, brother. We're gonna be scary. Not just for CONCACAF, we're gonna be scary for the World Cup.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean?
As Mr. Speed said yesterday,
I'm almost certain we're gonna World Cup.
Mr. Speed said,
it's just it's just for it to do it now.
Mr. Speed said yesterday, Guna, that it's actually a scary thing when any team have 3 Premier League players playing in your front 3 in the number 1 league in the world. That does count for something. You know what I mean? That does count for something. Let me read a few comments here. Brain Drain says recruitment is what Grim is doing well. Anita Bell says, so Jamaica supposedly the best team at the Gold Cup and you're settling for the semi-final? That is laughable. You guys set the bar very low. We're just setting the bar realistically. Here, I think, Anita Bell, we have to be realistic with ourselves. We're still not there yet, bro. JT, I'm okay if we make it to the semis, says Stefan. That's good enough for me. Joyce Fisher said, guess you never saw Tuchel first 6 months for Chelsea. Gray does it easy. Lie Taylor, I don't know what I told a lie with. Son of Clark, Gray says simplified cinema network. Jerome 6 says Gray said it was 2 points drop. His mentality is right. Okay, that's what I want to hear. How do we qualify for Copa? Top 4 teams out of the Nations League. Who gets to the semifinals? I think it's the Copa America. Professional Bailey, a crowd pleaser, but him never initialize or internalize the reality that he wasn't pleasing the fans until JT put it in his forefront of his consciousness. Blessings, dear professional club. Mr. Man says, coming into the tournament, we never won for a while. So semi-final is not a undermining ourselves. If we get further, it's good. But would say semi-final is good achievement based on last year. I think that comment sums it all up. Based on where we're coming from, a semi-finals for Jamaica. Remember, I know we are coming off a team when we win no game how long, brother. We just won our last 2 games. You see me, I say? We lost 2 friendly games. So we haven't been winning. So we have to be a bit realistic with where we are. Gibbs White says somebody here. Simplifies it. Until Jamaica start moving the ball with speed, me now listen to Uno. What Uno say? Okay. He needs some speed there. Mr. Speed was here yesterday still. But he left. Big up El Patrino. Professional club say can't satisfy with semi-final and America go to beat Mexico and win in the tourney with a C team. We using all Premier Prem. 6 CONCACAF teams will qualify through the 23-24 CONCACAF Nations League for the America Copa. El Granero says we have to beat teams we have the best team on paper, but not the best gel team on the field as yet. Yeah, but we have much better, says players. We should win it all. Jesus Christ. Anita Bell, God, my God. Anita Bell, who about no punches? Yeah.
So sometimes you hear something and people just answer like they're not in the context, right? The context was not, my context was not, I want semifinals. I am saying I want Jamaica to win the Gold Cup. But if we were to falter at the semifinal hurdle, I would be okay with that. And I would know, so when we're looking forward to the Nations League, that would have been a good performance in my opinion, knowing that we have a lot of new players coming in that need to quote unquote style in gel, right? But we still have an experienced team, and I think we have the best attack in the Gold Cup. So I think, ideally, I want us to win the Gold Cup. But if we were to falter at the semi-final stage, I would be okay. If we were to falter at the quarter-final stage, I would not be okay. So hope that is, I hope I made myself pretty clear with that one.
Yeah. I agree. And I just want to be realistic. Pagan said I drank the Mr. Speed Kool-Aid yesterday. I haven't drank Kool-Aid in so long, my friend. But me missed the Kool-Aid when it cool up on a Sunday with some lime. Some lime and the thing I chop properly.
JT, I think we will win the Gold Cup still. But
brother,
this coach, he might go work. This coach I go work out something.
Well,
the coach, no, man.
Dan, you see, football, brother. Football is not the game where you look too far ahead. It's a game where we humble you. Look at the St. Kitts game. We won the game handily, but the first 20 minutes was so good. It reminded us that even though they're a weaker opponent, there's still 11 other players on the park.
That is true.
That we have to keep. I remember we're going up against a 12-man now, you know. We are going up against the real hooligans of the Americas. We're going up against Guatemala on Sunday. And crowd does affect. But I don't think this Jamaica team seems like they get affected by the crowd too much. We played against a United States team on home soil, a Mexico team on home soil. We didn't lost. So, yeah.
But JP, all of these are the English-based players them play in a crowd like day in, day out, week in, week out.
Yeah, but they're playing again. They're playing under their crowd as well too, right? They're playing under their crowd as well too. We're mostly playing away games, you know. If you look at our it's mostly away games. Same thing we talked to Mr. Speed about yesterday. But people, may have some company, you know, so I can't be a bad guest. You see me? You know the Friday chop. You know what I mean? We have to free up on a Friday. So you don't know the thing, you know, people. Reggae boys, tomorrow, I'll be in the press conference tomorrow. And we're going to find some good questions for the coach. And we're going to try to organize it, but we still want the question them for hard hitting as well. But I also think I will give the coach his credit as well for taking us to the quarterfinal. Because if this coach didn't take us to the quarterfinal at Jamaica, then we would say, watch, you see, Tapaka will go all the finals and then pay a man $1 million for come coach his side and him can't even take you out of the first round. I know say that them did a wait for doing all. Andrew Price them ready right now. Them they sit down up at the Star, up at the Gleaner, ready to do them right up. You see me I say, but coach take we out of the first round and now we do a second round. And we can do the thing. So let me just big up everybody in the chat. Bala Kick, Tyrone Williams, Media, Pagan, Reggae Boys, Fun TV, Anita Bell, Simplified, everybody, El Gennaro, El Padrino. You see me I say everybody, Jerome 876, Fabian Full, everybody we pass through, Donna Van Thompson, Lorenzo, big up yourself, my boss. Stefan, pass through. Brain Drain, always come in with the complicated question. Then big up yourself and statements. Chris Smith, never see a lot of comments from you today. Because I know say I'm gonna always come with the stats them. Wells, big up yourself. Who else we have here? Bunch of people all the way up. And people who's watching right now, 200 people is watching, and it's showing that 50% is not subscribed. Subscribe to the channel, man. You don't have to hide around back of one tree and watch the channel, man. And subscribe. Hit hard like some yeah man, Bala Kick. Yeah man, they have to hit hard like some 808 drums, man. They have to hit hard like the kick drum in a TJ drift. You know the kick drum them a thump. You can't tell see a FL studio that beat them making up. The kick drum sound saggy. People. Yeah, man. So until next time, people, you don't know. I figure just chill with me guests and them thing if you a bit. And you know the vibe. Wanna know the chop. Guna. Webley. Pass through more often, bro. Thank you for coming through. Marlon has the archives with him as well. He always have the archives in his pocket. Yo, Dan. Big up yourself, you know. Sticky, no wrong bomb. You see me? You know the thing set already, my G. Outside, everybody, you know? Big up on yourself. Tevin Campbell. You don't know a thing. Hey, make them know, you know. Somebody is Web. Big up yourself to Web. Everybody will just check in. Yeah, man. Salute Anita Bell. Anita Bell, I know me not find you on Instagram. Because I did send you the link on Instagram the last time. And anybody who wants to apply to be a FIFA football agent, people, just contact me. Contact me on Instagram. Big up yourself, RR, and me send you the link. Today I send it to a few people and walk them through the process where you just take the exam at any football centers in Jamaica or anywhere you are, and you can apply to be a football agent. So yeah, find some play and sell them. You never know, might be another income stream because I'm on it too. You see me, Patrick Cameron, big up yourself. I'm planning to take the exam in September. Hopefully I get accepted to take the exam. Big up yourself, SCS. I always want to say SSL because I want to compress and name SSL and the waves plugin, you know. I always want to say SSL. Big up yourself, SSL. Big up everybody. Have a pleasant weekend, people. And stay safe out there. Yeah, man, it's Solids, man. SOLYDZ on Instagram, Anita Bell. SOLYDZ, Solids. Let me just drop it in the comment section so you get it. At Solids. Yeah, man, easy if you find, man. At Solids. Big up yourself. Big up yourself, everybody. Until next time. Go now. You know the chop, you know. Go and do the work. All right. Outside, everybody.